Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Around, and for the first time in a while, WCW went all the way back to 1998 for another Uncensored. Hopefully it's as memorable as previous Uncensored we've covered in episode number 1. But before we get into that, joining me is the world-famous Terry Peters. Terry Peters, how are we doing?
Well, you mentioned this pay-per-view was all memorable as the last one. It would have also been very memorable because I started to watch the wrong pay-per-view last night.
I love that.
On pay-per-view. So I could, if I had said anything in our group chat, I literally would have been sat here now prepared for Uncensored 95, not Uncensored 98. Which, to be fair, would have made great content, I think. And
Is this not the second time you've done this?
No, I've never watched. I got mixed up before, but I double-checked with something. And then
I'm pretty sure.
I did it. I was watching him the other way around, I think. So I started watching one that was the week after.
It was him.
I'm pretty sure you nearly watched the TNA though, Peters.
No, I wrote it down one, but I double checked before we did it. But I didn't actually start watching anything like this time. I actually started watching the goddamn thing.
Right. So you're getting worse then. So next week you're going to watch the full thing.
Yeah, I just would like to throw out there, Peters, that it was available. The schedule was available on Instagram.com/wrestlearound.
If you followed that, no.
Twitter.com/wrestlearound. The entire March schedule is on there.
I don't know. Am I still allowed to follow us on Twitter after you blocked me last time and then I had to refollow because I rigged a vote?
I should have stepped in line to vote, shouldn't you?
Well,
Enough of you.
Stop the count.
Yeah, stop the count. There was fraud in votes before it was cool. Joining me as well then is Will Malcolm. Lou, how we doing?
Is that some seltzer you've got there, Russ?
It is.
Oh, wow.
It's
boy.
Some Mike's Hard Seltzer, black cherry. Get this right.
Mike's Hard Seltzer, friend of the show.
I bought a 6-pack. Right?
You get 7.
No, I wish. You get 2 black cherry, 2 lime, 2 lemon.
No, he's got one. He's got one flavour, only and 3 of another.
Yeah. Got home, yeah. Somebody had swapped out the lemon for limes. Got 4 limes.
Outrageous. Oh, the lime is nicer than the lemon.
I was going to say the lime's all right, so you're on to a winner there.
Yeah, it is. But who does that? Who goes? Who goes into Morrison's and starts swapping cans about?
So the box was sealed, or was it open?
It's like a cardboard box. They're not taped down or anything. I
guess
it's honesty, isn't it? But somebody here is loving the lemon. I don't know if that makes me feel. Or do you think someone did it and then I picked theirs up by mistake? Do you think they wanted the lemon or do you think they wanted the lime?
Oh, you mean they swapped them and then they've just kind of left it, so it looks less suspicious.
They swapped it, left it, because maybe like a Morrison's worker was coming down the aisle. They had to get out of there.
They swapped and dropped, haven't they?
And then I've grabbed it. I don't know, but it was. You can't trust people, can you? Do you know what I mean?
Swapped and dropped.
Yeah, what a story! I'm glad I asked about that.
Yeah, well, it was shocking.
Yeah,
to say the least. But I do like the lime. But it's nice to have a change, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The variety packs are good. Mix it up. Have they got a raspberry mics now?
I only buy the one with the 3 in.
I believe they've got a raspberry one. Just but I am drinking Northern Monk Patrons Community Collaboration Creation with Meow.
Meow.
Cherry Cola Sour IPA.
What, you got catnip in it?
We'll see how that goes.
I am a fan of a sour IPA. I don't know if you are.
Yeah, I've had a couple. Brewdog do a good one, don't they?
I'm drinking,
this is live on air.
Some of Yorkshire's finest hitch to words, per usual.
Tip Peters on the hard stuff. Maybe you'd be a lot more chilled out, Peters, if you had a drink.
I'm chilled out. I'm looking for a table.
You're looking for a table? What, just in general, or online, or you put one down in your house and you can't find it because your house is too big now?
In the Peters Towers. No, I'm after one for my mansion upstairs.
To be fair, we've only ever seen this blue corner. So I'm not sure that you actually moved house.
But if you go on youtube.com/wrestlearound, there's going to be a guided tour up next week of Peters Palace.
Oh my God, we'll do wrestling around cribs.
I was going to say, if you follow me on twitch.tv/Bell Nation, you'll see more of the house, but you won't. You'll just see the same 3 walls.
Blue corner. It's the same blue corner.
It'll be lit up in different colours. So
yeah, it will be. You're right. So.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's. I'm pretty sure Peters has moved into a blue corner.
A loft.
I've not seen how else.
Just into a space. It just moved into like just his left as well. It's just in a blue space.
The Peter's dimension. What a scary place and somewhere I might never go to.
I want to go to Peter's dimension.
Well, you're there already, so it's a good job of it.
Well, debatable.
I don't know if even that is real because for a long time, Terry Peters used to mess about with the backgrounds on the video call. So how do we know?
He might not move house, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Would that be the greatest ruse ever made?
It could be an elaborate ruse that Peters has just changed his background.
Terry Peters claimed he's moved house.
Worth it.
I'd love that. I kind of. I'd be disappointed if actually I've moved house now, Peters.
Thanks. Brilliant.
I would you've got to do it for the ruse. Who doesn't love a ruse? Speaking of ruses, Lou promises WCW would be good.
Whoa!
No, to be fair,
it's a great pay-per-view.
I enjoyed it. Peter,
I enjoyed it. I've got my WCW shirt on. I'm in full WCW fanboy mode because we're coming up to 20 years of the end of WCW, but I forgot to put on the schedule. So we're not
what
doing
a
anything.
clown you are.
We're not covering anything.
Is that not very WCW?
Yeah, I'm doing it on Twitch. So
what are you doing? Sold out or whatever?
I'm doing
Sin is the last one.
No, Sin's the last one. I'm going to do the actual last Nitro.
Not
Not tonight because tonight is this, but next week because obviously we're not doing a show.
Yeah,
right.
Spoiler alert for the end. So that's what I'm going to do to make up for it.
You're going to have a Shane McMahon running.
Yeah, I'm going to do it all. I might do the Raw card as well if people are enjoying it. Do the Raw card on the same night because it looked quite good.
Is that 7:30 then on a Wednesday?
7:30 on a Wednesday.
What time on a Sunday?
10:30 on a Sunday. Except for this weekend, it's just gone because real life just got in the way, so I can't do it this weekend.
So Peters won't raid you anyhow, would they?
No. Well, that's it. We're only getting support from our callers. But I'm going to tweet out just so people will see it.
The amount of publicity Terry Peters has had on here. And, when he was starting off on Twitch, you know what I mean? We were loyal.
I made a mistake.
We were pushing it. He's not yet apologised for the mistake.
I made a stupid mistake.
He's rather sing daft songs than apologise.
Well, but it was sad times, but yeah. So Sunday mornings aren't over. They're back next week. It's just actually they're back already. They've already missed it. We've already missed it. Kayfabe wise, because they come on Wednesday, innit?
Yeah.
So people are probably listening to this
on Sunday.
I don't lose her.
Join us tonight as well.
You want on Twitch?
Yeah. Join us tonight and Sunday. Just check, have a look, subscribe and follow whatever you do on Twitch.
1 week only. It's just Sundays without
all that sort of stuff. This is WCW Uncensored 1998. This is episode 51, so exactly 50 episodes later from All Fest, WCW Uncensored 1996.
Yeah, would you say it's better or less? Less cages in the main event.
There is a cage.
Same shite.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one. I don't know, you see. Because retrospectively,
the first one had a proper finish, even though they forgot to do it and went back to do it. Whereas I guess this one just didn't. Unless it went off the air and Matchroom, I was like, shit, I was meant to pin him. I just went back again.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think I enjoyed the first one more for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Just side note, this beer is fucking glorious, by the way.
Happy days.
Well done, Northern Monk.
Northern Monk.
I'll pop in when you're back up and congratulate you.
Hopefully soon, fingers crossed. Who knew? I didn't know that this it was going to be this long. Christ, just end it now. So I thought this one was good. I would probably want to watch more matches of this one than the last one.
There we go.
Give me double E.
Nah. Peters, if you had to pick though, 96 or 98.
Hemorrhoid?
No, I'm asking you to pick, not Peters, not what you've got.
96, 98, 96, 98.
I wish you'd do 97.
Yeah, this is like Sophie's choice, isn't it? Come on, Peter.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger bites to Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, 97. Even though we hadn't done 97 to 98, I mean.
Oh, for God's
Right, move along, get into it.
That was horrendous. Should we just get into it?
Yeah,
let's get into it. We'll get into it.
Let's go. Come on.
This is WCW Uncensored 1998. So it was on March 15th at the Mobile Civic Center in Mobile, Alabama. Who thought it was a place called Mobile and not a sponsor?
It's Mobile.
Mobile? Is it Mobile?
Yeah.
This is how I drive my automobile.
Mobile.
There were 7,000 people there, Lou. What did them 7,000 people have?
I don't know, but
mobiles.
they are eligible to go back and get a COVID vaccine. That's all I could get from the website.
Well,
Good stuff.
fair enough.
Really
some
good
would
stuff.
say they all have mobiles, so they all got given a free mobile with under every seat.
Well,
But if
no,
you
but
are
did they?
going
Because
to
that's
get
what
a-
the place was called.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's the Mobile Alabama.
Nah,
Have you
it's
not heard
mobile.
of Mobile? It's not Mobile.
Mobile Alabama.
The good people of Mobile are going to be livid when I hear this.
It's Mobile Alabama.
Alabama.
Join me in Mobile Alabama. Do you know what, right? The amount of times they say the places of our great country wrong. It's about time we started saying theirs wrong.
Mobile.
Birmingham. It's not really that long wrong, is it? But
Yeah, they've got it's Mobile. Just
Worcester, you know what I mean? It's Worcester.
yeah, Glasgow.
Other places and that, Glasgow, yeah. So it's probably a daft one for somewhere else, but yeah, cool. So they didn't have anything to eat, but they're all
they're all-
hopefully healthy.
And they got mobiles.
But if you are going to the Mobile Civic Centre to get your COVID vaccine, no coolers, no fireworks, no laser pointers, no noisemakers or horns, no balloons and streamers, no signs, posters, banners or flags.
But you can't have any fun there, can you?
You're there for a vaccine.
You're there, yeah. You're not there to offer them. You're there to get. So
I assume they just left that on. Actually, I don't know. They love a good banner and flag over there, don't they?
yeah, that's true. They love cars and a fuss. Hulk Hogan is in the main event, and we all know that Hulk Hogan likes to know the rules, brother. But the tagline for this pay-per-view is "Rules are for fools." So
Rules
Hulk
are for
Hogan,
fools.
you are indeed a fool, and you would prove that in about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love WCW taglines. They're so funny. Most of them are straight to the point. Like World War III is normally like 60 men,
60 men,
well, 3
3
rings.
rings.
I'm surprised this one wasn't 2 men in a cage match for the lead to be the leader of the NWO.
Yeah, but then they just give up on it. I prefer.
Oh, we'll get there. So on commentary, we've got Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Iron Mike Tenay.
Iron Mike Tenay.
I don't know why he's there.
I was surprised he stayed. Because normally he just does the little matches.
He's not colour. He's not play-by-play. He's just
No,
there.
he's there because he knows about wrestling. Because it's very obvious at this point that Brain has given up doing any research. Sure, I don't give a fuck. So it's
Yeah.
like
So just put Mike
today's
Tenay
there
on.
just to give him, just to tell him what to do. Yeah, basically. I did enjoy Brain all the way through this. There,
Why did they mention as well that Iron Mike Tyson comes out of prison in like 2 days' time?
Big news, I guess. Just a popular thing.
Hang on, was this pay-per-view or was that 95? I might be getting mixed up. I don't know.
That could have been 95. Should we have a look, Peters?
I have a feeling that might be 95 purely by the blank looks on your face.
this was no, this is 98 one. I'm just trying to think. Was this not the year where Mike Tyson was at WrestleMania?
Yeah,
So he's not in prison then, is
I may have dropped a boo-boo here, lads.
he?
No, but I thought they might have been disparaging him because that's what he has to do in it. Like, look at those guys, they got a criminal. But I don't remember hearing anything about Mike Tyson.
I
he, was
think it might-
he was released in 95. So
Yeah.
Yes!
So this was you were in the wrong
spoiler
room.
alert for 95. Mike Tyson coming out of prison.
For
Oh
God's
my
sake.
god!
What is wrong with him?
Well, it's not my place. So
It's completely your fault. It's nobody else's fault.
Move on.
Instagram.com/wrestleround.
Yeah, if you follow us on social media.
I do.
Christ. Well, look at it one for once.
All right, well, if you want a positive note, this intro is a lot better than the 1995 version. There you go.
I mean, this intro was crap, wasn't
Yeah, but 95 is shit, so
it?
absolute pile of horse shit.
Well, we'll do that next year, Peters. You're obsessing 95 that much. Watch it in your own time. When we finish tonight, just watch 95 to
No,
put
you're
yourself
right.
up ease. We'll just jump into the first match. Then we've got Eddie Guerrero against Booker T for the WCW World Television Championship. Eddie Guerrero was with Chavo because he's recently beat him on Thunder. Because basically Chavo wants to do things cleanly, and Eddie Guerrero wants to follow the ways of the Guerrero. Yes,
I've got a point to make.
go on, Peters.
Chavo Guerrero looks like Eddie, Chandler's roommate from Friends. Unbelievable.
I've always thought he
He's-
looked like Vince Russo. That guy.
his head's different shape, isn't it?
Yep, no, but it's the goatee. And he's got
It's
dark
goatee
hair.
in the share.
Yeah, so
any man with
unbelievable.
Yeah, but Nick Patrick's also sporting a goatee for this. Does he look
Nah,
like Eddie from
he looks like Eddie from Friends in this.
Oh.
There you go.
It sucks. You sure that's this one and not?
Yeah, no, it definitely is this one. It's Chavo Guerrero.
This was like Chavo's breakout thing.
I was going to say, I didn't realise he was even old enough to be on TV at this point, to be honest.
Yeah. It was just
Some
like
would
his,
say,
like his
some would
first-
say he was still living with Chandler at the time.
That's sick. Nobody would say that. Only you would say that.
It was around this time, though, wasn't it?
Exactly.
No, season
Was
4,
it?
season 5.
Yeah, it was earlier than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been. I reckon it would have been on that.
Well, we're gonna have to find out, aren't we? Do you know what his last name is?
Eddie. Just put Eddie from Friends.
Eddie from Friends, come on,
Eddie?
that's his name.
It's Eddie Mooney.
Eddie
Menuek.
He's actually got a last name.
Yeah.
Why?
It's it.
It just does.
Right.
Wait, when's he in? The one where Eddie moves in. Adam Goldberg. Is that the guy from the Goldbergs?
No, it's Bill.
Oh, it was 1996. So he'll have moved out by now.
No, yeah.
All right, so it's
So this is what he's doing.
Who was he actually? Because he's in like 3 episodes.
Eddie Chavo Guerrero.
The one where
Is
Eddie
it
won't
93?
go.
Oh, 3 episodes.
Oh my god, he's still in Friends at this point. Oh no, this is 98, not 96, isn't
Yeah,
it?
come on.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. Has anyone watched the right pay-per-view?
Oh god, this is
Oh,
a
my
shambles.
days.
I don't know when's up and when's what.
What a shamble this timeline is.
But this match,
The first time. It doesn't get any better than this. We pretty much repeats it. Turn off now and come back next week.
oh, we've been doing it for a year. You think we'd have got it?
Falling apart like a cheap suit.
Oh, Christ.
Like a cheap watch. Not cheap
Cheap.
suit. They fold. Although I should imagine a cheap suit would fall apart as well. Although that's not the quote.
Right.
Yeah. You fill apart like a cheap threadbare suit.
Just something cheap.
Something cheap. There would have been a really cheap watch might fold as well, though.
Terry Peters jeans.
Yeah. So
What, Peters? All you've done so far is just shout stuff out. Oh,
So-
Christ.
Booker T versus Eddie.
Eddie, yes. I like this match.
There's the roof.
Eddie Guerrero was great as the heel. He was proper around. The only thing I would say with this, right, is Eddie Guerrero spent quite a lot of time working the knee of Booker T. And Booker T just sold on his suit with him. So he's just been screaming in pain because his knee's hurting, and he just stands up and like that was happened.
Yeah.
We'll wait till we get to another match I'll mention about screaming in pain.
He's young. He's learning.
It was good. It looked good though. He looked ripped, didn't he? Booker
Yeah,
T.
this is his breakout time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They both look good in this match, to be fair.
It was a very good match. We'll go for the finish.
Is this, sorry, just to interrupt, is this what we've come to expect from WCW, this sort of match to open the card as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reputation was always that it was always good up until the main event with WCW.
Yeah,
But
there's
obviously-
this pay-per-view, again, builds up to something quite nice, and again, just fucking nosedives, done it? So
well,
we'll
in
get there.
ring work wise,
Yeah,
not
we'll get
Meltzer
there.
wise.
We'll
I
get
think if you,
Take Pete's
I imagine if
versus-
you did like an average graph of like Meltzer's stars per match, it would just slide down
Go down.
for our
Towards
WCW
the-
pay-per-views.
Wait
Yeah.
till we get to the stars. Right, go through the finish then, Ross.
The cage match isn't even the worst match.
No, it's not.
Continue. Right. We'll go for the finish this match before we get there. Let's not jump ahead too quick. Eddie goes for a round out of the top rope. Booker T just sort of pushes him off and then hits a missile drop kick to win. A missile drop kick to win. A beautiful thing, but you don't expect it, do you?
Weird, isn't it?
And then after the
It's
match,
a weird finish when you think about, like, obviously there's no Spinneroonie involved or anything. No,
he's finding his feet, don't he? I'm a bit disappointed he
Yeah.
wasn't wearing his weird straps.
Well, he's just coming out of Harlem Heat, isn't he? I think
Yeah.
he's on his own now. Is Steve Ray in the NWO at this point?
I mean,
is
he
it
was
not,
not in the NWA. It's probably easier to.
Absolutely. Fucking, let's dusty the other night. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Just save it. We'll get to it.
Come on.
Ah, the dust.
I thought this was a decent opener, to be fair, for the television title.
I thought it was good.
Didn't realise WCW had a television title.
What?
Yeah, it was really prestigious, wasn't it? At one point, like Scott Hall threw it in the bin. Hacksaw Jim Duggan found it. And
Hacksaw Jim
Yeah, but
Duggan
he's-
is a TV champ. That is my
But that's
childhood.
how he won it. He found it in a bin.
I don't care. That was my childhood. Hacksaw was a TV champ. We've watched
That's
plenty
the
of
storyline.
WCW stuff with this title, Terry Peters.
Yeah, no, but you just forget, don't you? It's just a forgettable thing.
It's like at your ass.
Can you smell what
So- Can I what?
smell what Peters is cooking?
I don't want to know what Peters is cooking because it won't have any gluten.
Very true.
Lou, how have you felt after a meal at Terry Peters' house?
I'm pretty bad after the old gluten-free bacon sandwich in the house. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the copious amount of alcohol the night before as well that did it.
On
for
New
me.
Year's Eve, yeah. Right.
The bread did not help. But, you know, good luck to you guys, because obviously it's difficult. We respect your struggle.
You don't respect his struggle.
You're a knob.
Just don't eat bread, just eat something else. Right. Nice.
Do one of them like mushroom burgers or something. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you
mushrooms.
can. I'm sure you can get I'm sure it's improved in the 7 or 8 years or whatever.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, back to the match.
Enough gluten free. After the match, Eddie Guerrero attacked Chavo from behind. Lou, thoughts on the opening match?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as an opener. It was. I kept thinking all the way through this pay-per-view. I don't know why, but who was the biggest star who went from WCW to WWE? Is it one of these two? Or was it Ray?
No, it's got to be one of these two, isn't it?
What? Who
Who did
Well,
the best?
Jericho.
I forget about Jericho.
Jericho, you massive idiot.
Yeah,
That's the end of that conversation, isn't it?
No, I think because he didn't go when. I mean, I guess that Eddie Guerrero didn't have it, did he, really? But you know what I mean? Like he jumped earlier, didn't he?
Big Show. Big Show's probably
Yeah, I was thinking of people who when WCW closed went across.
in terms of longevity or in-ring success.
I don't know, just any.
Because surely in-ring success, if we're going on pure titles, it's not going to be popular with the internet. But Goldberg has to be there.
It is now. His first one was shite, wasn't it?
Well, it doesn't matter though. He still won a title in his first one, didn't he? He's won the title since.
No, I just thought in general terms. I was going to go Booker. That was
Hogan.
mine. Yeah,
Hogan.
Hogan can't.
Hogan's there and come back, didn't he?
You know what I mean? Even though there's a lot of people who jumped, there was a specific group of people I was thinking of. And I think I was really thinking of when it closed, which I guess Eddie Guerrero won't be in it anyway. Ignore my questions, to be honest. Good match.
Booker. So out of them lot, out of the ones who from the invasion angle.
Yeah, I should have said this for the invasion, shouldn't I? Really?
Booker. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Bookman.
There we go.
Right.
Good stuff.
Solid.
Well done, Booker.
Well done. I'll be number one in a small specific group.
What a shit question that was helping about.
Oh, God.
What happened today? It's Saturday the 13th, and it's not even Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Well, Big Dave gave this 2.5.
That's harsh, that, Dave.
I'm going to give it 3.
Yeah.
David.
I'm surprised he's giving it that low, to be fair.
6,000 Tokyo Dome.
But you enjoyed this, Peters, because you said so far you said this whole thing was shit, but I actually think you probably think the last match was shit.
No, there's a point where...
As we learned last week, you only remember the finish if it's bad.
And I enjoyed the finish last week.
No, I meant in the
Stop.
AEW match.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
That was bullshit.
That's a story for another day. I'm not saying the whole thing's... Well, I am saying the whole thing.
That's exactly
Well,
what I'm saying.
It's what you said multiple times already.
Well, I enjoy some matches. This is one of them. I enjoy another one, and that is about as good as it gets.
Really?
Yes. In fact, maybe another one. So 3 matches I enjoy out of 9.
There's at least...
Whatever you say.
There's at least 4 good matches.
Brilliant. One more than me.
No, you said 3. I thought there was going to be 5. One of them should have been good, but wasn't.
Yes. Right, we'll get there.
So you thought this one was okay, Pete. Is this your favourite match?
No.
You're wrong if you say
It's
it
not.
is. Good. It's not. It's obviously not your favourite match, though. I'll be interested to know what your favourite match is.
This was up there though. It's an enjoyable match.
It was.
I enjoyed Brain as well. Brain at the end when they were going for the finish, and he's like, "I'll take this. Go ahead, Mike." And then just as like Mike Tenay then explained the full match, and he goes, "I'll take it back." And then there you go. Here's your winner. And then that was it. And that's all he did. I love Brain. Is Brain the best colour commentator? I think he's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the more I look back, I'm like, yes, this guy was just something else.
You get Brain, don't you know?
Him and closely followed by Taz.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to, you asked me before we started this podcast, I said Lawler.
Yeah.
I can't put him even in top 5 now.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know underrated colour commentator? Mick
Byron
Foley.
Saxton, finally, it's about time.
No, Mick Foley.
Yeah, he's only on there for like a week though, isn't he?
It's good. It's good. Should we move on to the next match then?
Yeah, go on.
More cruiserweight action. We've got
One
Wrestling Around's favourite wrestler, Conan.
Well, he's been seriously ill recently, hasn't he? So I mentioned this on the Twitch stream as well. I just want to send my best wishes to Conan. His wrestling personality annoyed me immensely. He's probably a good dude.
Yeah, you don't want to blame it.
And yeah, best of love. As Tom Campbell would say, nothing but love.
Nothing but
Conan
love
and his family.
They get well soon, Conan.
Yeah.
He is a true legend, really, if you think about it, especially down in Mexico. He's going against Juventud Guerrera. So Conan's in the NWO. Juventud's got unmasked by Jericho at the last pay-per-view a month ago. And this was another cruiserweight match that Juventud Guerrera nearly died. Did we see I think Mike Tenay called it a rocking horse?
Yeah, that
Juventud's neck.
Yeah.
Awful.
I just thought there was no chemistry between these two.
No.
That's all. And then I assume that Hubi did get actually genuinely injured because the second half of the match, especially after that, was just awkward and plodding and it's what you expected from this division, really, was it? I mean, I know Conan's not like a cruiserweight, really.
No, but he's better than
that luchador style is just one there, was it?
No, but we have I think on the Uncensored 96 we actually have a very good match with Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, and you get some big lads who are still good luchadors there. But this match was like Vader. I'm joking.
Like Vader,
big lad in the mask. but no, this something about this match that it just didn't click. But then I think it was made worse because that rocking horse was cool as fuck until they just fucked up getting out of it basically.
Yeah, dropped him around his head.
Conan's a bit too big for this division, anyway, when you look at him on a whole compared to who.
But it wasn't meant to be a cruiserweight match.
I don't think it was a
international match because that's why I thought Mike Tenay was still here. I was like, right, it's another Mexican match, so it's Mike Tenay.
It was the whole point of this match was who obviously lost his mask because he tapped out, and Conan was saying, "You've upset Mexican wrestling."
Yeah.
But this
was the period where Bischoff was just taking everyone's mask off, wasn't
he? Yeah, because Bischoff didn't understand market.
No. He did, just not. Everyone was wearing Sting masks, so most of them just couldn't see the advantage of having all these other wrestlers in masks.
I know, but come on, taking the mask off for Mysterio. WWE just laughing at him.
That was the worst thing of it, wasn't it? Yeah.
The best thing he ever created for that WCW shop was them Zubas pants. I don't even know if he created them.
Someone did. I got him. Well, it counts.
Only person in the world. Let us know, guys, if you own a pair of NWO Zebra Zubas pants.
Great purchase.
If you would like some. Maybe
11 quid, they're back up to 32 on the star now. So, yeah, go to www.shop.com.
Was it Undertaker?
Yeah, there's genuinely loads. And you can also get Wyatt's gym, Bray Wyatt sweatpants now from the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah, there we go. Jay Peters, are you going to get some Zubas pants?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
They're comfortable. Like, what are you wearing? Like on an evening, Peters, what are you wearing?
Jeans.
This is getting saucy.
It's being uncomfortable.
No one can relax in jeans, Peters.
I always wear jeans.
Slip into a nice pair. Yeah, I used to until I got a nice pair of Zubas pants.
Nah, jeans all the way.
Even on the you coming from what? You coming from work? You take your suit off, you put on jeans.
Yep.
You sick?
No.
Or if it's hot, shorts.
You can get Zubas shorts as well.
Yeah, I'm just wearing shorts.
With like no animal print.
No, just a pair of shorts.
There's no wrestling mark on it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jean shorts are broke.
So,
do you wear jean shorts?
Oh, I could wear jean shorts.
Shorts.
Your
favourite wrestler after all is John Cena.
Exactly.
According to Ring of Honor, it is.
That's the start.
Oh god. Right, we'll go for the finish of this match then. Kobe goes for a 450 and lands on his feet. The man was ridiculous. He then reverses a cover into a roll up to win. And then, as we'll see throughout the rest of this, Conan's in the NWO. He loses, so that means you just got to beat him down afterwards.
Yeah. Why is he wearing slacks?
Conan did not look like he was ready to wrestle, did he?
Nice pair of chinos. Like, just didn't work, did it? In this thing, like, yeah, jeans would have been fine.
Yeah,
in this context.
What did you think of the match, Terry Patez?
Poor.
Well,
Pretty poor.
Yeah. Well,
They just didn't mix, did they? As a two, they just did not mix.
it's surprising. They must have had hundreds of matches together, these two. Maybe this was just a rare bad one.
yeah, I couldn't work out, was Hoovy like properly selling, or was he just genuinely injured?
There's nothing in his Wikipedia article about him being injured, but
Yeah. It could have hurt, though.
he could have hurt,
Bit of a stinger, yeah.
Big Dave gave this 2.5 as well.
No,
that's disappointing.
David Meltzer. No.
I think the previous match was better than this.
A lot better.
Yes.
A full star better.
Yeah.
So he should have given you 1.5 at least.
Dave.
But we're moving on to an even better match next.
Mean Gene.
Yeah, this.
Interviewing JJ Dillon.
I know isn't what I think it was.
We mean Jimmy the total dick later on the show.
No, that's later on. This is next.
That's after this, isn't it?
Before that, though, Mean Gene's just like slightly a dick. He's interviewing JJ Dillon, and he announces that the Giant has asked for the powerbomb to be legal in his match with Kevin
What a
Nash. Later on,
stupid thing that is.
because Kevin Nash apparently jumped the Giant on his head.
Well, I think
Powerbomb.
he legitimately was just like breaking rules next to his stupid powerbomb money because he just picks up and drops him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like genuinely.
Oh, we'll get to Kevin Nash because
Yeah.
he's
We'll
a lovely fella, but he's a
Friend of the show.
He's a dick.
Friend of the show, but rubbish as well.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get there. But before that, then we've got Dean Malenko versus Chris Jericho for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. 3 Cruiserweight matches in a row. So Mike Tenay's, he's earned his money today.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho is the champion. He comes out to Walls of Jericho on WWE Network.
Yeah, we've had this discussion before, haven't we? 'Cause it threw me off before, and like I say, it's obviously dubbed, isn't it? Because you can't even hear the crowd.
Because I was going to say, Dean Malenko's music was god awful. But then Jericho came out to that, so I think they'll feel both dubbed.
Could just stop music on it, yeah.
Because they're owned by Turner, aren't they? Are they not?
A lot of them. The ones that the NWO one is generally just like stock footage music that anyone can
It's like,
make out.
Basketball Highlights number 6 or something like
It's
that.
on Spotify. It's just Rockhouse.
Ah,
So
right.
if you search for Rockhouse, it's on there. There's a few like that. It's happening again now. Like Rich Holmes is just. It was on a Sky Sports promo for darts. It's just they're just licensing music rather than making it on, which is weird. But yeah, I think there's a lot. There's something that WWE do on because there is a WCW album on Spotify, but it doesn't really have a lot. I mean, got NWO Wolfpack and a few others like on there,
WCW music, as we've discussed,
Sting's music, I think they are, don't they? But
It is bad, WCW's music.
yeah, some of them are good. NWO's is legendary, iconic.
Yeah.
Wolfpack was great.
I like NWO's music, but
Sting's music.
There's always too much of it. Because every person's in the NWO, so you get sick of the song.
Mm-hmm. You did the main event, didn't you? Because obviously they overdubbed one of them.
Yeah, in the main event, the good thing is Joe Manzo goes, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my roast, the Macho Man.
Yeah, it was.
Yay!
There you go.
You right, Peters?
Yeah.
You're good. Jericho in this era is hilarious. He rips up a Jericho rules sign, says, I'm too good to be your role model to the kid. And he's got 1004 on his back.
This is really famous.
Because he's the man of 1004 holds.
I was gonna say, this is like a really famous rivalry, innit? Because it introduced the 1004 holds.
Yeah,
And
Dean Malenko is the man of 1,000 holds. Jericho is the man of 1,004 holds. One of the most famous promos of all time.
I was going to say,
It's
the list of Jericho,
Yeah.
obviously, is part
I think like every other one's an armbar.
Armbar.
The best bit about that is it goes to commercial break, it comes back, and he's still reading out.
WCW sometimes when you look at that could actually have really good ideas. It's just a shame they didn't always do things like that.
I'd like to know how much of that is WCW and how much of that was.
We don't care.
Jericho, go ahead.
Just at this point, I don't know if they might change slightly at this point. Actually, now I'm saying out loud, but WCW on a hot streak. They were the biggest company in the world.
Yeah, there was
wrestling wise, obviously.
Ever.
But no, like McDonald's, like Coca-Cola, I think. But yeah, they were the biggest wrestling company. So it was like, I know everyone looks back and goes, how did we see the fucking shit? And it probably was if you like 2000, 2001. But I think in this period, like, it was genuinely good.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I enjoyed this pay-per-view. I'm just wondering who idea it was, because it's well regarded that they just didn't give a shit.
It'd be one of those ones, Eric, where Bischoff will claim it was him and Jericho will claim it was him. And I think Jericho was good at this point. I think the issue with Jericho now is that his ego is just going completely unchecked,
and his bleed is on hype,
and he's just a dick.
yeah.
But I mean, this period, it was just good. You almost look at Jericho now with Tinge of Sadness.
He should have quit after the list.
Yeah,
that was it. Oh, how'd you run in New Japan? Yeah, well done for that, mate. But enough.
I mean, in AEW would have been fine if he just wasn't doing what he was doing and being like he was, and
getting rinsed by his NBA fans or something because it was on after.
Openly supporting Donald Trump. So there's just stuff he could just stop doing.
Anyone. That's a good idea to anyone. He's gone. He's not coming back in. Hopefully, I'll stop the world and I'll get off if he gets voted back in. Which he probably will. Anyhow, we're not talking about that. We're doing Dean Malenko versus Chris Jericho. The match went 14 minutes. There's some good points in there. For what strange reason, Jericho walks off halfway through. It gets to 8. Dean Malenko just sort of pushes the ref. There's no DQ. He breaks the count, but it didn't look like he got out the ring. It looked like he punched the ref.
Yeah, I mean, the referees were not having a good night tonight.
Because the referees in WCW are awful.
There's one referee later on that is frankly ridiculous, but we'll get to that.
I think I wrote that down. He's one of the best ref shots of all time, right?
But yeah, the officiating in WCW just wasn't good.
It's awful.
It's difficult to realize how hard it is to be a referee, because obviously you just look at WWE and it all goes smoothly 99% of the time. It's only when you watch other companies where it's just I think Mike Chioda says it now, doesn't he? It's I wish I could just help some of these referees in other companies. This is harder than it looks.
He's gone, isn't he, Mike Chioda? He can do now.
Yeah, he can do it, but I think he's just on Conrad's network, isn't he? With everyone else.
He don't care that much then, does he? Chioda.
No.
I wish I could do that. Well, why don't you, Mike? Too busy for that, pal.
Yes, too busy on podcast.
Other good bits in this, there was a pretty sweet gutbuster from the top row by Dean Malenko. And I like the fact that Jericho tried for the lion tamer about 5 times and Malenko kept getting out of it until the end. They pulled him away from the ropes. And Malenko taps. Before we get to the next segment, Terry Peters, what do we think of Dean Malenko versus Chris Jericho?
Match of the night? No, second match of the night.
As I say, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the match of the night?
No, it's a very close second, though. Yes.
It's second. I'm a very close second or third, because I thought this was on par with the Guerrero match.
No, this is better than that. Stop being silly, Ross.
I think the best match, which you probably agree on, is just a lot better.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it.
The main event didn't even finish. I mean, it was a good match.
You're a troll.
I'm interested to find out what your favourite match is.
Right.
But we mentioned about screaming in pain?
Yeah.
Jericho. Screaming in a lot of pain in this, actually squealing. Really, really weird.
It was just like his tantrum phase as well, wasn't it? He used to kick off and
I thought this was a really strong match, actually. Like I say, close second for me. Although the ending's very weird after the match.
we're discounting that for now. That deserves its own segment as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just meaning that is very, very weird. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, to be fair. And again, you can see why they had a lot of hype between these two, and it's a very famous rivalry.
I think this is the start of that rivalry.
Dave gave it 3.5.
Ah, so really better than the other two.
Which is his second highest rating of the night.
What did you think, though?
Yeah,
do you think it was better than the other two?
If you say no, you're wrong.
No, it probably was. The first match was quite. The second match I just did not like.
Is that because Conan was in it?
No, not because Conan was in it. Because he had Conan's character was stupid. He didn't call anyone any fruits today, so it was better than normal. But it just wasn't a very good match, was it? But the first match, I thought, 3.5, a whole. I say a full star between us if it means anything. I was
what? Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but
now you're talking silly, Jack.
But no, I think I probably preferred this match out of the two. I think we all had the same favorite match. The more I think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, we definitely will have done by the sounds of it.
Yeah, even though, as I said,
I'm still worried about what your favorite match.
It was disappointing.
Lex Luger versus Scott Steiner.
It was disappointing it didn't finish, and it was. But now, what was I going to say about this match? No, it was just good. It was just good, wasn't it? It was just a good solid
Was a
match.
good match.
It was a solid,
It
dependable.
wasn't a main event match, but it was a good match. Yeah.
Two retains so far. I don't think there is a.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a title change on this card, is there?
No.
All returns. Spoiler alert. It's been fucking 20 years.
We say it every
No, now
time.
you're saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't
20
going to be
years.
for giving spoilers out because I don't
20
stick to the.
years.
I don't stick to the match order.
It more annoys me that you don't stick to the format that we have. That annoys me more than the spoilers.
Well, sometimes you got more thoughts on you. Gotta get them out. Like,
Gotta get them out. There's too many thoughts in my head, man.
Yeah, just gotta get them out. Come to mind, I say it.
So after the 14 minutes, a great match. Jericho walks off with the belt. Mean Gene. His mustache may or may not be crooked. He walks past Jericho. Just ignores him.
He looks absolutely disgusted.
Yeah,
He is. He's disgusted.
I thought he was disgusted at Jericho at first, but then no.
He just walks around him. He interviews Dean Malenko.
Interviews him. Just berates him.
I
I
was
was
going
gonna
to say,
say,
he don't even interview. He just shouts at him.
I've just wrote Mean Gene goes in.
What have I wrote here? Mean Gene is a bit of a ball bag.
He basically,
Well, he was living up to his name, wasn't he? He was pretty mean.
Yeah.
he basically just calls Dean Malenko a loser. He says, "You lost here. You've lost your last 4 matches. Your big matches. You're rubbish. You should have won this match. Everyone thought you was going to win this match. Where are you going to go after this?" And Dean Malenko just says, "Home."
I thought he was going to beat up Mean Gene.
I was hoping he'd
I
beat
thought
him.
that's the way he was going.
I believe he goes missing for a while, and then he comes back as like a masked person.
Ah.
I think I might be getting because there is a bit where Dean Malenko is then banned from WCW. I might be thinking of that one.
Mean Gene definitely needs a mudhole stomping him after this comment by Dean Malenko.
He's just a bit mean to him, wasn't he?
Has Mean Gene ever got his comeuppance?
I mean, I'm not going there.
Nah. Just
Is he like more untouchable than Stephanie McMahon?
in a way. But I guess it was just a tough love, wasn't it? He was just annoyed, wasn't he? He was like, Dean, you can be so much better than this. But you're not. That's all it was.
Yeah, but he didn't need to do it in front of 7,000 people.
Well, he got him G'd up, didn't it? Dean Malenko went on to have a stunning career.
Yeah, but he didn't at this moment in time. I think that was because of Mean Gene. I think it was despite Mean Gene.
Because fired him up.
In fact, that was it. That was the moment.
Yeah.
Like I decided.
Mm-hmm.
It was just weird, wasn't it? I mean, I get why they've done it, and Jesus Christ, Tony Schiavone talked about this for the next hour and a half. Did he talk about anything else? Even in the Hogan match, even in the Hogan and the Sting match, he talked about fucking Dean Malenko. So whoever said that the Cruiserweights didn't matter to WCW, we should have told Schiavone that.
Mm-hmm.
I did find it interesting that the Radicals, they moved across. Was it 99 they moved across?
It was 2000, wasn't it?
In 2000.
So.
Oh, maybe it's a bit.
Yeah, I think it was 2000.
They didn't get used in WCW. What happened to the position? I can't remember the last WCW pay-per-view we watched, but it wasn't on it.
Yeah. I think they just wanted to be main events, though, didn't they?
How did that work out for him?
I think. Well,
Yeah, Belmar was already in the main event.
Yeah, he was champion when I that. But
So Eddie Guerrero profited. Dean Malenko's in exactly the same position when he moved across.
Yeah, but it's like you see that now, don't you? Like I'm not like with AEW, like there's a lot of wrestlers who think, okay, right, I'm not getting what I want. I'm going to go to another company, and they land in the same position on the card. Like there's other than Cody who writes the show, there's no one who's kind of moved up card position from going from WWE to AEW. So it's probably just the same then. It's like, and it is difficult as well because once you've so Zack Ryder, for instance, he got released from WWE. If he went to AEW and went straight into the main event, it just makes AEW look lower rate, doesn't it? So WWE were probably in the same position. I don't think Bruce Pritchard's ever said it quite like this. But you can't just take Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn from the mid card and go, right, lads, you're in the main event next week. It's Perry Saturn versus The Rock or whatever. Because then it just makes WWF looking fair. Like this guy could only get to like the mid card and he was stuck, and now all of a sudden he's in WWF and he's like beating The Rock.
I'm glad you brought that up. Well, I'm going to kind of segue here because I'm sick of people claiming that people aren't getting used properly and that they need to go to AEW. Like the old right, Peyton Royce. Am I the biggest Peyton Royce fan in the world? Probably not. I thought she was good in the tag team. She's done this promo, hasn't she, on with the bump?
Just on Raw Talk Wrestling.
Or Raw Talk, or whatever it was. Saying that. Is anybody asking for fucking Peyton Royce versus Asuka?
Yeah.
Everyone is now.
Yeah,
But right, if WWE had booked,
I'd be a fan of that. To be
if
fair.
WWE had booked Peyton Royce versus Asuka for WrestleMania, the whole world just shit on that.
Yeah, that's just a promo.
No, I don't think they would have done.
It's bollocks.
I do think, like, on Raw Talk and Talking Smack, I think if someone talks longer than a minute now...
Oh my God, that's such a
God,
great promo.
Yeah, but, like... No, I see it from both sides, Ross. Like, I think... I wish fans would be a bit more patient. If you look at, like Jericho's a good example. Like, Jericho, like, stalled a lot when he first got to WWE. And then he had his main event run, headline WrestleMania, Triple H, and then he kind of, like, floated back into the mid-card for a bit again. I can see why you would get frustrated. I see why WWE fans do, but it's just so quick now. It's like Keith Lee went up to the main roster in August, and by, like, October, it was like, oh my God, Keith Lee's getting buried. He should go to AEW. Give it time. Like, look at Edge, most decorated wrestler of all time in WWE. It took 6 years to get to the world title. Triple H got beaten by the Ultimate Warrior in 1 minute at WrestleMania. It's not exactly ruined his career, has it? Like, you can come back from it if you're good enough. But it's just, I wish fans would have a bit more patience, because I think sometimes fans do get in people's heads. If you're tweeting at someone constantly, like, you're shit, or you're being wasted, you're not doing good enough, it's going to affect people, and it's going to get them to move. I thought like Luke Harper was like a prime example of that. I thought he was one person who I thought he should have hung on a bit more. And in WWE, some people, Ty Dillinger ain't going anywhere, but then he's got to what he's doing. He's not really going anywhere anyway, is he?
No, because he's shit.
Yeah, and it's just like... So I see it both ways. Like, I can understand that, like, you know, Andrade is like one now. I think he's just asked for his release, hasn't he?
Yeah, but Andrade...
I'm quite disappointed by that. Ricochet, as knowing him from, like, indie dates and stuff, and seeing him, like, in Leeds Auto Academy in front of, like, 200 people, I want to see him do well now. So to me, as a fan of him, it's disappointing that he's not got further. But you can also at the same time, yeah,
you can only push so many people at a time, though.
You can. I think there's.
So people.
I think we can push people without pushing people though. Like, you know what I mean? Like Ricochet, for example, did lose into Brock in 1 minute help him? No. So it's just it probably would have been better if you just didn't have that match at all.
I get that, but then you know people were clamoring for a Cesaro push. He's being pushed. People clamoring for a Big E push. He's being pushed. Yeah. People are clamoring for. Well, people getting annoyed now that Daniel Bryan's in the main event. What's happened to this? Daniel Bryan, people getting annoyed at Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you got to remember that year where Roman Reigns was booed out of the arena. The year before, they were all wanting to beat Batista. So it's, what do you want? I do see it both ways there. I think wrestling fans could do with having a bit more patience.
We want a fresh main event. Oh, The Miz. Yeah, right then. He's maybe not that fresh, but he's not been in the main event for a while. He's not for 10 years or whatever it was. That's rubbish. Well, I want the old guys.
The Miz is dross, though, to be fair. I see that.
McIntyre, we want a new main event. Oh, McIntyre, he's been booked poorly. He's the champion. I was sick of McIntyre now.
I don't know how that's going to go at WrestleMania. You know, I know we're just creeping into a lot of current stuff now. I think the fans on the back in attendance are going to cheer Bobby Lashley over Drew McIntyre at the moment.
Yeah,
I tell you what, we do need to get like as well. We've said this on the podcast before. We need to stop obsessing over people's ages.
Yeah,
like
we do.
It's Edge is 47. It's fine. We've not seen him for 10 years. I want to see Edge. AEW, Christian's the same age, and there's like a lot of WWE fans going, "Oh, it's a terrible sign." No one's seen Christian wrestle for like 6 years. Like, yes, I'd rather him be wrestling in WWE. I'd rather him be tagging with Edge. But if he has a good run in AEW, like, I don't care. That's good for him. Like, it's not a bad thing. Just because, you know, the older guy doesn't always have to lose every match. They're all looking after themselves now. It's like, you know, I don't know, like, well, Sting's too old, isn't he? Because he's like a pensioner almost. But like most of them, like AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley's 44.
AJ Styles is one of the older people in the roster, but everyone's clamoring for him.
So Bobby Lashley is about now, like 4 years younger than what Hogan was in this pay-per-view, I think. There's a big difference, that's all I'm saying.
There is.
Let's move back to the pay-per-view anyway.
There is. Back to the pay-per-view. We've been warned by Peters. He's keeping us in check. This is why we go 2.5 hours long.
Yes, yeah.
How you ever run. Peters, it was that guy from ECW, Cyrus.
Cyrus the Virus.
That's how you are, Cyrus the Virus.
I'm the Jackal.
We've got Raven then. He's what have I put here? Raven. I put Raven's Raven to Mark Madden and Lee Marshall on the weird internet. I just found the internet in this time period because nobody knew what it was going to become. I just found it hilarious. They're talking about websites and stuff.
Yeah, they're bigging them up and everything.
Just nobody knew. It's better than Mean Gene's hotline though. I won't want to talk to Mean Gene after that. I'm not ringing Mean Gene on the phone. What if he starts giving me a...
You're a loser.
Honest, I'm not paying premium line for that.
You're paying premium rates to just listen to wrestling rumors? What's wrong with you? Spend your money on something better.
Oh, Mean Gene. Well, this is, for me, well, as this is where the pay-per-view starts going on a downhill. This is the first sort of horrendous WCW match. And it's a shame because it's got Scott Steiner in it, who I absolutely love. It's got Scott Steiner as Lex Luger. Steiner's part of the NWO. It goes 3 minutes because, to be fair, I'm glad the Lex Luger match didn't go longer than 3 minutes. Steiner at one point gets a chair. Then the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner, comes out. Luger hits a forearm on Scott Steiner to win after the distraction. Then Scott Norton comes out of nowhere. He's not on the card. Goldberg in on this card, guys. In Scott Norton.
And Scott Norton was big in Japan, though, eh?
And Vincent, he's on it as well.
Yeah.
Scott Norton comes out. It's like a weird standoff. Nobody sells anything. They're all attacking each other. Nobody sells out. And then they just leave. Lex Luger beats Scott Steiner. What do we think?
Shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, next match.
Big Dave gave it a dud.
Yeah.
Well, it's just... I know what you were saying, Ross, that you were disappointed it was a bad match because Scott Steiner was in it. You know what question's going to come next, don't you?
Have we ever seen
Name a good Scott Steiner match.
Name a good Lex Luger match.
He did have did he have one with, we watched it on WCW. Did he have one with Booker T? Was it Spring Stampede?
Spring Stampede, that was last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, name a good Lex Luger match.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Well, there we go then. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was getting to his own now, wasn't he? Because he'd gone from just being his tag team partner.
Yeah, you've got to start.
And obviously, now he was the big bad booty daddy.
The big bad booty daddy.
Freaks
Well,
out.
to be fair, the booty man's not the booty man, so we need a new booty gimmick.
Who was he called in this?
The booty man, the disciple.
Disciple in this one, wasn't
The disciple, yeah.
he? Yeah. I was going through a list of his ring names the other day for some reason. It's got
That must have been a boring fad.
At one point, he was just a man with no name.
Brilliant.
That was literally his name.
It's as interesting as he gets, to be fair.
Yeah.
He was the Zodiac, wasn't he? But he was an inside man, and then he loved the booty.
He had fucking pants.
That's an actual storyline. He was an inside man in the Dungeon of Doom, but he loved the booty too much, so he had to
Got kicked out.
I think Scott Steiner should have won everything at all
Scott
times.
Steiner's great. He's a genetic freak.
He is, and he's like sort of midway between Steiner brothers and
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, he's still only single, anyway, but he's got
Big
his head and.
a weird.
The crowd were going mad for the dog-faced gremlin, aren't they?
Yeah, there was big.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
It is a fun name, Rick Steiner. Where you think he could have done something, but then there's got to be a HBK in the match, isn't there? Someone.
Yeah, Wheeler does, doesn't he?
You can't have two successful people, as we discussed. Well, you can, but one. Yeah, but they'll always be compared.
Yeah,
but Edge is better than Christian, isn't he? So.
I know, but they were both world champions, aren't they?
If there was never together,
I think they're the only tag team I can think of where they've both become world champions.
Do we count the ECW championship?
No.
So you can't count the Hardy Boys then?
No.
Rated RKO?
Yeah, but they were already single stars, weren't they?
DX.
Again,
DX.
Yeah, but they were already single stars, weren't they? Shawn Michaels was already champion at that point.
The Mega Powers.
They were already single stars. You know what I mean? Started out as a tag team and then split up and become
the NWO.
Undisputed Era could do it, but
I don't do the Bobby Fish.
The Brothers of Destruction.
No, but two of the four could.
Don't count. You said all of them.
Brothers of Destruction.
They were already single stars again.
2-man power trip.
Single stars again. Like we're not. I'm not naming tag teams where they were both world champions. I'm naming
What about
teams that started off as a tag team?
Regal and Dave
Crown's
Taylor.
Court.
Well, you never won it.
The Crown's Court though with
Finley
Big
never won it.
Big Zeke. Big Zeke. What was it called? Regal's caught, Big Zeke and Kozlov.
Yeah, no, they didn't. I don't think any of them went well.
The Shield.
Well, Kozlov was in the Punisher, honestly.
The Shield. You're wrong. It's the Shield.
Shield's one. We get Shield.
Boom.
All right, it's 2.
Yeah, well, you said the one. So.
Yeah, no, I thought the Shield. Yeah, the Shield was out from themselves, hasn't he?
Yep.
Harlem Heat.
Stevie Ray was their world champion.
He should have been.
Should have been, but he wasn't.
He should have been the world champion.
So we've got 2 instead of 1.
What about the Radicals?
Yeah.
No, but you hang on a minute ago. You said I couldn't have Undisputed Era for the future because all 4 of them were going to win it.
Yeah, well,
Eddie and Benoit.
Jim and the Radicals was just Benoit and Guerrero.
Well, Benoit had already won the world title at that point, so it's no point.
I've got one.
Right.
The tag team, and I can't remember what it was Sid Vicious and Matt Calloway.
Oh, yeah. Ultimate Warrior and Sting used to be tag team champion.
Yeah.
I think about it. Yeah, it's a couple of them. It's not many. That's what I'm saying. I just did so. That was a better point than my last point when I was trying to.
I don't know what your last point was. Booker T, in certain parameters, is the most successful person.
Yeah, he was.
What about? I can't think of any others.
Let's move on then to.
Sammy's never won.
Piers, have you got somewhere to be? You tea ready?
No. Well, I'll think of another one. Right. We'll go on to the next match then. The best match on the card by far. Raven versus Chris Benoit versus DDP for DDP's WCW United States Championship. Triple threat match. Pinfall's gone anywhere. For a while, though, the ring was quite smoky.
This is the one that you picked.
Is this your favourite match?
No, I thought you were talking about the main event.
See, yeah, because you like shit, so I imagine you like the main event, but you also like DDP, so you probably.
This was my favourite match.
All right, so we all agree on that.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's a rare occasion on Wrestling Around where we all agree on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
on one match to be our favourite.
Benoit was in it, wasn't it? But other than that, yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was false card. I knew I read the card, so that was a nice treat.
Triple Jeopardy match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't know what. I thought they were just coming up with a different name for triple threat.
Basically, it was ECW, wasn't it, in WCW?
Yeah, but it was Raven's Rules, but it wasn't Raven's Rules.
No, but in ECW, a freeway dance is elimination.
Yes.
No, what I mean is the hardcore element has been brought to the flatlands of WCW.
It's more hardcore than a lot of the street fights you've seen in WCW.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Uncensored's all about. That's Rules are for Fools.
Yeah, that is true. Wait a minute. What are the rules, brother?
What are the
rules are for fools.
Yeah, the rules.
They started fighting outside the ring. I love this spot. So DDP was a trash can on Raven. Come on, hit him with crutches.
That is brilliant.
I love a good trash can spot.
On the trash can on the head. That's the best
classic.
bit.
Yeah, when you're beating him with candlesticks.
It's normally, the sound in it as well.
Crutches this time, and then Benoit after this somehow managed to get the actual kitchen sink. Nice.
So DDP is thrown through the uncensored time twice.
I wondered, right? So because I'm doing a Twitch stream for this, I was making the arena because I downloaded one, but it wasn't very good, so I made me on. And when I was looking at shots, there was only one screen, the uncensored thing, so I built it. And I started watching this. I was like, hang on a minute, it's 2. I built this wrong.
Because
now I know why. Because he was took for him, and he took it out.
This was before King of the Ring, Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon, so WCW did it first.
Yeah. Do you think this is the first time ever someone's been through from the stage?
I don't know.
It wasn't a very good set, was it? So it's worth destroying, to be honest. WCW can be quite extravagant at times with the sets, but this was not one of those.
Was it made of paper? Was it?
This was absolutely terrible as a stage.
Speaking of like WCW's production values, I'm just going to throw this out there now. Why do the rings always look so cheap and terrible?
Because they are.
There was nothing on the ring skirt. Random turnbuckles that don't fit with anything else. I just don't understand it.
WCW always looks old.
Yeah, I mean, they always had the logo on the mat, which I like. But then
I like the different colour. I'm a fan of different coloured mats as well.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. It's just they never ain't the ring skirts. Really annoys me. Plain random red turnbuckles. What's that about?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
It's just not finished, is it?
Little sidebar, but it just looks well cheap, yeah. And I think at this point, WWE had the proper like barricades and everything, and these guys still have fences and stuff. And
I don't mind the fences, though.
Yeah, I think once WWE changed, these guys should have changed too.
Yeah, that's not their thing, was it? ECW got away with it because their thing was we're not their anarchy.
You got the
anarchy
big league.
thing out there, but-
ECW at the end of the day, like you say, everyone knew it was low budget, didn't they?
The whole point of ECW is low budget. Right? Like sometimes I think NXT looks too polished now, but yeah, I think WCW were trying to cut while they were competing. They should have stuck with the production values WWE were using.
But I do like in NXT the black ring and the white ropes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice touch.
I love the black ring. I want a different coloured ring. I love a different coloured ring.
Yeah, I do love the black ring.
Tiny ass venue then. But anyway,
yeah, that's pandemic.
We'll cover that WrestleMania week.
We will.
Probably.
We'll figure something out whenever it is. So yeah, DDP's thrown for it. Benoit literally gets a metal sink. There's like a weird table spot where the table's already broke. Mm-hmm. Did not much look for tables in this match.
No.
Unfortunately. So they go back to the ring. There's what we probably see quite a lot now, but back then was groundbreaking. There's a triple sleeper hold and then a triple jawbreaker and then a triple German suplex.
A DDP crawl back into the ring at this point.
Yeah.
Because that was fantastic. It took him ages. He was literally doing it with one arm. You reckon every time like camera's not on you now, mate, and he was just kind of running ahead. Get down. Camera's back and it's like, right, okay, I'm gonna keep jacking. Because that took some upper body strength there.
He's a big lad, like that. DDP.
Yeah.
That's why the fans loved it.
That's why he got 50 meters. He just tracked himself with one hand.
This is when DDP should have won the title.
Impressive if true. Yeah, he was so over at this point. That's the other thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, Goldberg was the only star WCW made." Wrong.
DDP.
Why are you wrong? Yeah.
Even Eddie Guerrero in the first match.
Yeah.
He was a heel, but the fans hated him.
Yeah.
And we're all forgetting Scott Steiner. So
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Yeah, it was as a Steiner brother.
Yeah.
I can't believe that WWE brought him across as a face.
Yeah. Well, everyone gets a pop. Everyone's got to start as a face. Just get a pop, don't they?
I know, but don't book him as a face. Great. So they're back in the ring. There's a triple jawbreaker and a triple German suplex. DDP's in hit with stop sign. I just love random weapons.
Yeah, I thought it was great to be
a hidden stop sign.
Yeah,
hidden. Yeah.
Sign.
Weird though. They wanted that like Raven unwrapped it and it was like, ha, got yeah, and then just threw it down. There don't matter. Tennis.
Yeah, then he himself gets it with a
strange spot, but I guess you got to reveal it.
They set up a table. DDP's laid on it. Then Raven and Benoit got to the top. Benoit's pushed out of the ring by DDP. There's a super diamond cutter through the table. On the table. The table falls over.
It was kind of bent slightly, didn't it? I'll tell you what, though. No one cared that it went wrong. That's how good the match was. And how over DDP was. That everyone just cheered anyway. Everyone was just acting.
It is a massive shame that table didn't go through. In hindsight, if that had gone through, that would have been unbelievable as a spectacle. But I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. But
it's like
because they were over anyway. I think it didn't matter as much.
No, it didn't. But like I say, it would have just made just such a nice, clean finish to the.
It could have been a big
really
visual for WCW, but they can't really use it. It's a bit like Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks, that Hell in a Cell, but the table just unbreak. Yeah, and you feel so bad for him.
I'm glad they didn't try it again. I'm glad they didn't fight for the pin anyway, if you know what I mean. Like, how bad would it be if you went, all right, I'm just going to put the tail back up and then...
Hang on, pal. DDP wins to retain again. 15 minutes long. The best 15 minutes of the 2.5 hours.
I've got 17 minutes or 9.
Well, according to Wikipedia, Piers.
Wrong, you've just changed
15
that.
minutes. I have not changed it.
3 3/4 from the Dave.
Why would Ross just change it?
15 minutes, 53 seconds. It's a weird lie for me to do.
It is, but yeah, it still feels like something you do.
Big Dave, 3 3/4.
Come on, Dave. Get your head out your ass.
No, I thought that's good. I mean, Dave didn't really like the hardcore style.
This is the highest rated match on the card.
Yeah, 70 minutes on 9 I've got us, so...
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, well, if you Google Uncensored 98 results, it's on there as 15
1553 on Wikipedia. Someone's wrong. Pro-Fight DB or Wikipedia, one of them's wrong.
Pro-Fight DB.
So that's what I always use.
Pro-Fight the report I used also said 17 minutes, but I went with
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Maybe they edited some out on the network and they've just timed
There was a few things edited out on the network. So.
Yeah.
3 3 3/4, highest match rating of the pay-per-view. And
As it should be.
rightly
As it should
so.
be. The next match runs it close, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
As
boy.
it should be.
And I enjoyed the match. It was. I say it's always weird with Benoit in it. But I could kind of because it was a triple threat. It's more watered down in it, so you can enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've always enjoyed Raven. He's underrated, Raven, isn't he?
Yeah,
Never cared for him.
Yeah, he's in some good matches.
I agree with Bischoff completely on this. Where Bischoff was just like, I just never got him. Didn't understand why he was cool. I'm the same. I just don't get him.
He should also, alongside his Forevermore catchphrase, he should also have Wrestling Around's catchphrase. It's always darkest before the dawn.
If it's that Edgar Allan Poe.
It's darkest before the dawn.
Yeah, that's the whole point of his quote the Raven for more is from the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
It's also
Do we not know that? Is that not common knowledge?
It's also in The Simpsons, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
Yeah, it's in The Simpsons when they're doing The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Forevermore.
Oh, God. Check out Mr. Laddie, that poetry man over here.
Did we not know that? That's where this whole thing come from.
I thought it just sounded cool because it's like old words.
We invited Philip Larkin over there.
It's just
We invited Carol
you
and Duffy over here.
get educated. There's the only one who hasn't ever been to university. That was you two. And he's like, read a book.
We didn't study English later. We studied proper subjects.
Yeah, we've just studied proper things.
Well, you wasted your time.
Not like doing screwdrivers or whatever you did.
Hey, I have an MVQ level 3, which is an A-level equivalent.
So have I.
Yours is probably the bollocks one, though.
I ain't got any MBQs. Feel like
Well,
that.
I also have a BTEC level 3, so... you know what I mean? Been to college. One day a week.
It's always your MBQ, and I'm interested now.
Mine? Business?
Yeah.
That's a fucking bollocks. It's not a real thing.
What?
It's people
Business,
like that.
business isn't real.
And screwdrivers are?
Yeah.
It's got
No,
MBQ and
it's not an
screwdrivers.
MVQ. It's like all these people where they devalued the word apprenticeship so much because it's free money off the government. You can't be an apprenticeship in a fucking retail shop. I'm not having it. They devalued it.
No, you're learning. You're learning.
Yeah.
I'm very, we'll take this offline, but
It's the same as me saying, right? You've got a degree in maths, Lou.
Yeah.
A good degree. I'll give you props there. Credit where credit's due. A
Shout out
good
to
hard
Sheffield
degree.
Hallam. Yeah.
It's not the same as a degree in golf course management.
Yes, if you want to be a golf course manager.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I genuinely.
Yeah, but if I'm going for a job as a golf course manager,
Yeah.
they're going to take the guy who's got a degree in golf course management.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, what the hell have you been doing for 3 years?
I
You
genuinely-
idiot, you've wasted your money.
I genuinely went to school with someone that did golf course management at uni.
Yeah.
Genuinely went to school with him.
It's a disgrace of a degree.
Mowing the lawns, isn't it? There might be a lot to learn.
Oh, it's a disgrace.
Right,
Just-
go on.
It's an absolute disgrace. I hate it when they devalue stuff because everybody's let's just
But you'll hit the next match for
let's
devaluing
let's
wrestling.
give them out to everyone. Do you know what I mean?
I'll check out Jacob Ross Mogg over here.
To be fair, I would also fall asleep at the House of Commons. So, the man's got some points, but I don't care for his fashion.
Cancelled.
So they had to count.
Wrestling Around does not agree with the viewpoints of Ross Markham.
Ross Markham is wrong.
Ross
Right.
Markham was
Was it?
speaking in a personal capacity.
I've
And
never
myself and
voted.
Terry Peters do not endorse his views.
I've never voted. Well, Tory Peters probably does.
Fuck off. No.
He's the most sorry one, yeah.
What do I know?
If you right, I'm just going to say it now. I'm not a Tory. I've only ever voted Labour. If you are a Tory, stop listening. We don't want you. Should we move on to the next match then? The Giant against Kevin Nash, and the Jackknife Powerbomb for one night only is allowed.
Woo.
Woo.
It's uncensored, where there's no rules because rules are for fools. Everyone remember that.
I like how they mentioned. Was it this match where they mentioned that they finally got rid of the over the top rope rule in WCW?
Yes.
But let's remember that rules are for fools, right?
Yeah.
Rules are for fools.
It was a rope break in the last match.
The Giant wins by DQ. The rules don't matter. Oh, Christ. I've just put on here, this is slow. It's so bad. The Giant goes for a jackknife. Fucking Brian Adams finished singing. He comes out.
He's got over the summer of 69.
Yeah.
And he's into the spring of 98.
He attacks him with a bat.
And now he's in Mobile, Alabama.
Then Vincent and Conan come out, giant choke slams them all. Apart from Kevin Nash, because Kevin Nash look bad.
No. Is he booking at this point?
Yeah, really.
Probably.
Right, I'm going to say it now. This might turn into a rant because I haven't planned what I'm going to say.
Oh God.
But Kevin Nash is the worst person in wrestling.
Ever?
Really?
We've just had a quiz on our match.
Purely wrestling.
Right.
No, I don't care. For the minute, I don't care what you did in your personal life. Purely wrestling. Kevin Nash is awful. And he did zero for the business. He thinks he's some sort of trendsetter. He did absolutely nothing.
He was in the Eldorado, he was in the SS.
He's so shit.
You know.
Changed the game.
He changed the game. He did fuck all. And he didn't take anything seriously. He ruined the game because he got rid of kayfabe. He got rid of heels and faces.
Everyone went mad for it.
I don't understand why.
Because it was just WF taking over.
Name one thing Kevin Nash ever done well.
Just the entire NWO angle before he got to this point.
The saying at the start of every promo.
It's just awful. What was he doing Taekwondo crap? What was all that about? Who was he taking the mick out of there?
He's showing he's a man of many skills, Ross.
Man of many skills.
Don't be jealous of the black belt.
He's one of the most... He's up
what
there.
What about the time where he came in and took out CM Punk?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm surprised he did that without tearing his quads.
Well, he won't have the match afterwards, was he? It's fairly medical. But, yeah.
He's the worst person in wrestling.
No, I disagree.
No, you're wrong.
Who is then?
Legend.
You.
He's not a legend. What's he doing well? He ruined WCW because he decided one day.
Yeah, but he made it and then ruined it, so you've got to bear him right.
Yeah. No, Kevin Nash was there during the success. Kevin Nash isn't one of the reasons for the success.
Yeah, he 100% is.
Anybody else could have done that job.
Anybody else. If Mabel went across.
Yeah.
And it was Scott Hall and Mabel.
Yeah.
It would have been the NWO angle would have been the same.
Yeah. Right, maybe not most people, right? So Kevin Nash.
So there we go. So Mabel's worse than Kevin Nash. That's what.
No, because Mabel redeemed himself with Big Daddy V and the 500-pound love machine. How can we all forget we watched it when Mabel hit on Shelton Benjamin's mama?
Yeah, it
wasn't
good,
Mabel.
But...
Well, it's big miss.
It was entertaining, but it won't going to affect the NWO angle. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Who else?
Kevin
on
Nash.
That point, though, so you had Scott Hall. It had to be Hall and Nash. Couldn't be anyone else.
Why did it have to be Hall and Nash?
They were the right people at the right time.
No, I disagree. Kevin Nash was shit as Diesel. He was widely regarded as one of the worst ever world champions.
Mm-hmm.
Quite rightly.
Yeah, he had a bad run. But then he invented himself.
And then he moved. Anybody else could have done that job.
I'm with Lou.
No, and it would have been better.
I don't think
they were
two
like top stars.
Yeah, I mean, the NWO was just like that light in the bottle anyway, wasn't it? And it all came together, but
then it all fell.
Yeah, I don't think if it was like who else moved across similar time, like if Jeff Jarrett or someone moved across, it wouldn't have been the same.
It could have, but it could have been if Luger had waited.
No,
that would have worked.
Luger didn't have the charisma to pull it off.
Kevin Nash is just the worst.
Yeah, so you hated Kevin Nash?
Yeah.
Who's doing your job as a heel, am I?
Yeah. No, he wasn't. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like
he's the worst. He's the worst.
He's just coming across a bit of a dick, and at this point, his ego is running wild.
His ego, mate. You whinged about Jericho and his ego earlier on. Kevin Nash is worse than that.
Yeah, but I don't think you can discount what he did to the NWO angle.
No, I just think the NWO had success despite him. No. I mean, who we kidding? The NWO success was Hogan.
No, because it was big before then. Who was the third guy? It was huge.
Yeah, it was huge, but it was Hogan who made it into the stratosphere. Otherwise, it would have just been an angle, and we'd have been, that was a good angle.
Yeah, and then he ruined it. But
if it wasn't for Hogan, we wouldn't be talking about it now.
No, we'd still be talking about it now.
I don't think
they started moving the needle.
But it was Hogan who pushed him over the edge.
Yeah,
it was the heel turn of Hogan who was the massive thing in the NWO.
You got to get the needle moving.
Yeah, I'm with Lou on this.
Yes, Peter's redeeming himself after last week's shenanigans.
I'm with Lou on this.
I think Kevin Nash is one of the worst people. Has he ever done it?
Yeah, at this point, he comes across as a douche, but I'm saying you can't discount 96, 97.
He's always come across as a douche.
Yeah, but it's good though, isn't it?
Why is it good? Why is it good?
Because the NWO was like the hottest angle ever. NWO has had more impact on the business than literally any other angle ever.
True.
Yeah, but I'm not denying that. I'm just saying.
I don't think you could have done it without Kevin Nash.
I think he could have. I think any of the other stars moved of it instead of Kevin Nash.
Right, I'll tell you what, right? So here we go, right? NWO, Scott Hall comes out on his own first week. Next week, I've got another friend from the other organisation. Oh, wait a minute, who is it? Oh, it's the fucking Booty Man.
Yeah.
Would have been the same, would it?
Yeah.
No.
No, but
You could have Brutus the
no.
fucking Baba Beefcake.
So let's be sensible. Let's do somebody on Kevin Nash's level.
Yeah.
So Shawn Michaels goes across.
Yeah,
That would have been the
exactly
best. That would have been the same.
Yeah.
Even Triple H, if you want somebody in the clique.
No, 96, no.
No, not
No,
that.
he's just been squashed by
If you want
Ultimate
somebody in the
Warrior.
clique. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior could have gone across. So we're talking about main eventers.
The fucking Ultimate Warrior in the NWO would have been fucking shit. That would have been awful.
But it would have been. I don't think Kevin Nash brought anything to the table.
Did. Give it a
What?
cool edge.
I think give it a cool edge.
It's Big Daddy Cool.
He's
He's
just
sexy.
awful, and he's the reason why people don't. He's the reason why people don't want to be heels.
No, you're wrong here, Ross.
No, I think he changed the business for the good. Overall.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
he
his,
changed
his,
business for the good.
his run as Booker was terrible, but I think on the overall, Kevin Nash good for the business.
He tipped WCW right up. Like he really started them getting up that hill.
No, it's Hogan.
No, it was already started. Hogan just
It was
kind of
Hogan's
He
heel
was there.
It was Hogan's
jumped
heel
on.
turn. It was Hogan's heel
No, it
turn,
wasn't.
which was
That
why
was-
it was groundbreaking. It was Hogan's heel
No, it
turn.
wasn't. It was groundbreaking before that.
Right,
Wasn't.
we're gonna have to agree to disagree again, aren't we?
No, I think we should go for another 5 hours. I'm like big nasty on a circle. I'm sticking to my point.
Oh, that was
Staying on
horrendous.
this.
While we're on it, that was horrendous, right?
So annoying.
Do you know why it was bad, right? Because when it looks like Big Nasty is picking on like a poor defenseless 20-year-old guy for no reason. And also, right, she even said it, Lady Alicia, who was playing Big Nasty. Everyone's going to hate me now. Why are you getting everyone to hate you in a popularity contest?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean?
Peters, I watched it last night. We have a spoiler for Peters.
I haven't watched any of it.
Oh, he's not
so-
planning on watching it.
I also loved it. Everyone forgot about Kim and Ricky and Melvin decided to pick her out of nowhere.
Oh, those two to win. I love them too. I mean, by this point, we'll know because it finishes on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and the new series starts. So
Day
watch
after.
The Circle. It is the best. It is the best reality TV show. But it's probably only got one more good year.
Yeah, it's getting too. Well, I know we're sidebuying again, but Emma Willis has been in it far too much this series.
Oh, she's in it far too much. And the first series, The Circle, was the best because it was normal people, and then you get people who want to be famous, like Big Brother. The whole point of Big Brother was to get 10 regular people, put them in the house,
Here we
to
go.
sit and watch them crack.
We should get music to play over Ross's rants.
Yeah.
No, but I'm right. You know, I'm right. So the whole point of Big Brother was to get 10 people to watch them go crazy because they've got no interaction with the outside world. Whereas the end of Big Brother, it was let's get 10 knobheads in,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to happen to The Circle.
Well, it's not happened yet.
No, but it will.
Have you watched the
It-
American
it-
version?
I have. I had to admit, I haven't.
Oh, it's great.
But it will.
Yeah.
Because it does everything. In it.
Anyway, so back to the point. Kevin Nash is good for the business.
Right,
This
let's
is
move
piece
on.
of shit. Well, talk about this match. This match, then, it was shit. The Giant wins by DQ. Lou, what did you think of this absolute load of bollocks?
No, very good, was it, really?
No, it wasn't. Because Kevin
Kevin
Nash was in it. Fucking awful.
Yeah, at this point, Kevin Nash wasn't great, but
Well,
Doesn't
great.
Big
doesn't
Dave,
negate the overall career of Kevin Nash, is what I'm saying.
Big Dave gave this half a star.
Kevin Nash is the biggest, like...
My biggest issue is you had a DQ on it's like Extreme Rules these days when there's only one Extreme Rules match. Uncensored, there's only like 2 gimmick matches on the full pay-per-view. That's what annoyed me the most.
Kevin Nash, just the last thing I'm going to say on it is Kevin Nash is the epitome of right place, right time. You just look at it, he was just hanging about when he was in the right place.
It was at the right place at the right time, but it worked. It wouldn't work if it was someone else.
I think he would have.
He's the right person at the right place at the right time.
No, don't think so. Just right. He got so lucky because he's awful. Terry Peters, what did you think of the giant Kevin Nash?
Shite.
Thank you.
But don't prove your point, though, because he agreed.
It does. Kevin Nash is the joke. Lovely fella. Lovely fella. Met him once.
Friend of the show.
He listens.
Great picture. Speaking of friends of the show, Ross, where's the fucking Gangrelty shit?
Told you that the way it is.
Well, he's been waiting for a while now.
Yeah, well, he's
We've got another friend of the show up next, haven't we?
fanging and banging. Oh.
Is it Randy Anderson? No.
No, Randy hasn't. There's a disappointing lack of Randy Anderson.
Yeah, there is a
That's
little bit of
full
that. There's
pay-per-view.
not enough Randy Anderson.
But this is probably when he was he
Yeah, not
was
very
he was
well.
unwell.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other thing as well is annoying is the baseball bats. Where are they getting them from?
Yeah, no, the Big
just
Show's
not-
Oh,
no.
great quality.
Big Show's made a rock, and he.
We need to go back to baseball bats or us, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just that was the NWO B team, wasn't it? Because they split up soon after this, didn't they? Bunch of
Yeah.
NWO geeks.
Yeah, they look stupid, but Kevin Nash, he can't look bad, so of course he didn't get chokeslammed.
It's too big.
NWO lost.
Giant's got a neck injury. Kevin Nash is like 7 foot.
Giant's got a neck injury, so why didn't Kevin Nash even touch the neck all the way throughout it?
Because he's just a fair sportsman.
He's not a fair sportsman, is he? He got 3 of his mates to attack the Giant with a bat.
But it didn't touch his neck.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Yeah.
I'll just break the rules, but not really break the rules.
Important.
Oh, shit, that's what it is.
Right.
Moving on then. Get Hennig against Bret Hart. So Hennig's in the
Bret Hart. We've met Bret Hart. Yeah. That's the friend of the show.
Yeah.
Why do I remember the fucking Kevin Nash? But I didn't remember Bret Hart. Yeah. Nice guy. He was with, nice guy.
He was with Rick Rude, Kurt Hennig. Bret Hart has sort of made his lackluster debut, where he's as much of a dick as Mean Gene, because he just restarts a perfectly good match.
I'll say I've just put this on the card now. This on the table now. This match is poor. This match is so poor.
I think it was all right.
I think you're a bit against it there. I think it should have been better. I don't think it was bad.
No, I think when you see Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, you think, 5 stars.
Underwhelming.
You know what I mean? 5 years earlier, it would have been like a 5-star match, this, wouldn't it?
As it was for the Intercontinental title.
But now, Bret Hart doesn't really care. Bret Hart doesn't really care, does he?
No, Bret Hart didn't want to be there, did he? As he said. No. He said in his book, didn't he? He said he started looking out for himself.
Yeah.
Because he's been screwed over. He does kick out the perfect plex, though. Or the Hennig plex, they call it.
Big fan of Rick Rude, though.
Yeah. But just in general.
Died a year after this as well.
Yeah, I think he was really trying to prove he could get back in the ring, wasn't he?
Who, Rude?
Yeah, but Bischoff never let him because of his insurance. And then Eric Bischoff got kicked out of his funeral, play his family.
Yeah, well, if you're not going to let him. Well, here's what it is, isn't it? Hennig taps up to the sharpshooter. I wonder what Sting thought about Bret Hart coming across. Same finishing it.
No, because he wants a Scorpion Deathlock.
Yeah, Sting on it first, didn't he, as well, I think?
Yeah, he will have done.
And weirdly, it was friend of the show, Conan, who taught it to Bret Hart.
Yeah. So, Conan, he's got his fingers a lot of pies, Conan.
Yeah, he's a bigger influence on the rest of the
show. Full circles in wrestling.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently Bret Hart even said, like, can you teach him the Scorpion Deathlock? So, you Sting on it first. It does look like a scorpion a bit, doesn't it?
I still couldn't get over as well that Bret Hart's music wasn't the one that we come to expect.
Yeah. I did find it funny at the end, though, when they were playing his music, even though it was just laid out on the floor and it was just fun.
Yeah, so Hennig taps to the sharpshooter. Rude tries to break it up, but he's already tapped. And he attacks Hart because, NWO have lost, so they have to attack. And then Kurt Hennig gets a padded chair. And we think, what destruction can he do with this? Well, he just misses Hart. Misses Hart completely.
Oh, no.
And then
the camera angle's perfect.
They actually allude to it on commentary as well, don't they?
Yeah, at least he did. At least he did. And like Shivani won't just go, he hit it with a chair. You know what I mean? Like,
the ring's going to explode.
Yeah.
Sparkle's going wild.
Someone should have told Eddie Kingston. He should have read the room, Kingston.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So while we're on that, though, Tony Khan, right? I don't like the man. And Tony Khan, like, all these wrestlers like your friends, and you just pay them. How we get there? Do you know what I mean? Someone said it. Tony Khan is Martin on The Simpsons when Martin gets a pool. They're not your mates. They're there to use the pool.
I don't think I've seen that episode.
I know which one you mean. Yeah.
But also, right, Tony Khan, don't say it was a botch. And everyone would have gone, yeah, these things happen. Don't say, it was all part of the story. Kenny Omega can't make a bomb. Sidgwick. Twat.
That's why he's blocked us on Twitter.
Tony Khan is just...
Tony Khan's going to be blocking us next.
Yeah. Good.
Well, Kevin Nash has probably blocked us already.
Yeah, well, he's a lovely fella. You're just a disgrace in wrestling.
Lovely fella, but the worst thing in wrestling ever. Yeah,
he's up there, though. He's up there.
They bounce out, don't they?
He's up there.
Big Dave gave us 2.5. So the same as the first 2 matches.
See, Big Dave, this is where he's... Yeah.
Well, no.
Star ratings are shit.
David is right to rate this down. I'll tell you why.
No, but not the same as the first one.
Refereeing. Appalling again. How does Rick Rude get away with just hitting people?
This is a bit rude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this the match he was on about? This is the match of the great.
The match after is just something else. But
yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, this match was what it was. That's it. Yeah,
that's
it. Bret Hart just looked like he didn't really care at this point.
It's probably because he didn't. Let's be honest.
I think he did. Yeah, it was what it was. So I got to say to us.
It's for that. Join us next week for Wrestling Around and we get cut in-depth analysis.
That's all you can say. It was like 2.5. He's probably right. It was a bang average match.
Yeah, no.
The first match probably deserved a bit more if you love stars that much. But the great thing about that is Meltzer's just a fan. We can give our own stars.
Yeah, that is true.
And in years to come, people might be like, look at what Lou Austin.
Oh my god, the cult! Join the cult of Wrestling Around.
Yes,
that's a thing. That's going to be a thing.
They're like Lou always, like, 6 stars if it's in the Georgia Dome. I'm like, yeah, you're damn straight.
6 stars if it was in 3 cages.
You only say that because they sold fucking baguettes or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right.
Say that because you get something else that wasn't nachos.
Yeah. NXT TakeOver Dallas. 1 star across the board. Ridiculous. Piss off for your nachos.
You enjoyed the cookie, though, didn't you?
The cookie was alright. Yeah, so.
Store-bought, though.
Store-bought.
Yeah, not fresh. No. Yeah, and then so Hart's won. He's on the floor after that devastating chair shot by Hennig. And then his music starts playing.
Yeah, it was weird. Like Dave Penzer was like,
stupid,
the winner! And he just Papa went for it, like, run hit my heart. And his music's playing, and he's just on the floor.
As he's rolled about on the floor.
Yeah, it looks absolutely stupid.
WCW is the best.
Dub C dub. So that was 13 minutes. We'll go on to the next match then. This is the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match. Not that anyone give a shit because Hogan's still to come. We've got Scott Hall. He's for some reason been accompanied by the Big Dust. At least it keeps him off commentary.
You know what he said at the end of the year? Too many people.
Dusty Rhodes. Not a fan?
Nah.
Not a fan of the Big Dust?
He's someone's dad, didn't he? I mean, I know
he
is. Do you know what I mean? He was wearing his NWO baseball cap, and it was like, "Yeah, I've just had here at the ball game with my sons."
Yeah, it does look like he's just taken Cody to watch WCW, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was just very odd when when he interfered. I'm just skipping right to the end now. Sorry, I always do. But at least I'm staying on the right match this time.
Yeah, it's true.
He was just doing his shucking and jiving before he shot the elbow. Just didn't really fit, did it?
No.
What?
For someone to be a heel to do that, it just doesn't work.
I think this was the point where everyone was just going, oh, I guess if you're in the NWO, you got to cut the merchandise. I'm assuming that's why everyone wanted to be in it.
But they're going to do their own show. Well, not the point.
Yeah, but it's shitty way of saying up in a Bishop.
That's why it was WCW and NWO presents.
Yeah, and I think Shivani alluded to that a lot more this time than they normally do, because sometimes they just say it about even. But he actually explained why, didn't they? But I think it was in the Kevin Nash match. But yeah, it was just too many people. And if you were going to split it off and have a separate show, which is the NWO, like surely they would need story. I mean, I guess they were setting up storylines in between, so. But
if you've not seen them in it,
yeah, I know, but it just doesn't make sense because everyone's a heel still.
You ever heard of the Wolfpack?
Yeah, but like, why is Dusty acting as a heel? Because in the NWO, I get that. It's Dusty Rhodes.
The Dust, and he's the Dust.
I think there's a certain age you should get to where you're just always a face because everyone's got respect for you. Ric Flair, for instance, at the end of his career, always a face, wasn't he?
Well, no, but not now, is he? Not with Lacey Evans.
Oh, I just finished that, isn't it?
Yes. If you sign to WWE Legends contract, you should be a face. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and Dusty should have been on the WCW equivalent at this point.
Yeah. So Scott Hall is a number one contender because he won the '97 World War III match. 60 men, 3 rings.
Hard to believe he did that more than once, but yeah.
3 times, didn't he?
4, I think, right?
Yeah, but
5 tonight.
In the little ones, was there a giant in every ring?
I don't know what qualifies.
I'll tell you what's going to happen in November. Is it November? I think it's November, isn't it? We're doing World War III season.
Oh God, we're doing all the rest of them.
We're doing them all. I'm saying it now, and that's a promise.
I'm going to
play it for a while.
How am I going to play that on Twitch?
You're going to have to do 3 20-man Royal Rumbles, and then just do like a triple threat with the winners, or get to the final Or
I've got to download everyone. This is going to be a nightmare. I shouldn't have promised that.
get to the final 5 and then bang them all in one match. Good luck, because you can't find anywhere a list of the people in it.
No. I don't think I've got that many save slots as well to download everyone.
So, join us when we do the Wrestling Around.
That was not a Wrestling Around promise. That was another Ross promise. That was Ross.
It was a Wrestling Around promise. We're watching them all.
Ross the Rogue.
Quit the podcast.
We're watching them all. So Sting's the champion. He had a massive thing, didn't he, when he beat Hogan at Starrcade, and now it's just like, oh yeah, you're the champion, but Hogan's here, mate. So
yeah, it was a bit like CM Punk, I guess, but it was just. Obviously, they weren't happy with Sting, right? Which is why they held the whole hoo-ha at the end of Starrcade, as we covered in the archives.
He didn't have a tan.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I guess they had to give him the title run, didn't they? But it just felt like such an afterthought. It didn't feel like a main event title match, did it?
No, because there was no building to.
Bear in mind that Scott Hall won the match to qualify, like their equivalent of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
To say
this is like someone winning the Royal Rumble and cashing it like Fastlane or something like that.
He wasn't even like on last either. It's just so bizarre and so backwards, this match. It's just boring.
It went 8 minutes.
It was a long 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, but we'll jump to near the end because this is the best bit of the match. Sting goes for Scorpion. Sting goes for Scorpion Deathlock. The Big Dust gets involved. The refs sort of saying, "Dust, mate, get out the ring." And then there's the best ref bump I've ever seen.
He's just such an expressive man.
This is the one that looked like a little child, isn't it, the ref?
Yeah, and he's in the perfect position to be squashed in the corner.
Yeah.
Watch it, guys. Go find this match and skip. It's only 8 minutes. Just watch the full thing. Just watch the ref bump. So Hall then using illegal objects, the rest on the floor. Sting says, I'll just kick out, mate. Then he reverses. The outsider's edge. Is that the worst name?
Yeah,
for a move.
Well, I guess they couldn't use Razor's Edge anymore.
Well, don't put edge in it. Well, it's called something else.
It was the outsider, right?
Yeah, but why does it have to be edge?
Because you got to have some connection, haven't you?
No.
Razor's Edge is cool. Yeah, it's
Razor's
cool.
Edge is cool.
Yeah, it makes sense. Outsider's edge. What the fuck does that mean? I call it the outsider bomb or something.
Outsider drop.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, Peters knows.
Outsider drop. That's cool.
It was outsider's edge.
No, because you know what.
No, Luke, you're wrong on this one. I agree with Ross.
Thank you, Peters. Sting reverses.
Actually, it sounded like Ross was agreeing with me on that one. So
he does the Scorpion Death Drop to win. Sting and Rhodes.
Scorpion Death Edge.
No, exactly.
What was exactly? What point is that?
Yeah, it was. Well, what would it be? Scorpion Surfer Drop. Scorpion Death Surf.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Because it's always been a Scorpion Death Drop. But
you don't have to defend everything that WCW do.
Yeah, I'm good at when it's unfairly attacked. Like it is right here.
Outsider's Edge is a stupid name and you know it.
Well, it's not as good a name as Razor's Edge, but it's a good alternative.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It's not.
You can't call it just the Edge.
It's Viking Experience. That's how bad it is.
No, it's not a Viking Experience.
No, it's not Viking Experience.
It is.
It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous point.
No, it is the Viking Experience
always takes
level. Sting and Rhodes face off. That was rubbish. Sting won this belt, right? That everyone's supposed to care about. The grandest part, the world's most famous belt. It just drops it. Thinks, nah, I'll do a suck it to Big Dust.
Yeah, what's he doing a suck it for?
Yeah.
Why is he doing a suck it for? Maybe is he teasing that he's going to go leave and go join DX?
I'm going to say this as well because I'm just on it today. Sting's up there with the most overrated people.
Oh no! What's he doing?
Oh god!
Why is
he drawing us into another? He was the franchise.
He's the franchise. So was Shane Douglas.
Yeah, well, he's the proper franchise of the company.
Well, if that's your argument, Shane Douglas is up there.
No, I'm not saying it's his nickname. I'm saying it's because WCW was built around him
on Sting
for about 10 years.
Yeah,
I know, but I've just seen.
And it was the greatest wrestling promotion of all time.
We've watched a lot of WCW. When
Sting's been great in every one of them.
Has he?
I didn't get a tan.
He didn't get a tan. The only good Sting match I can think of is the one with Regal.
Sting's an entity.
Well, this is a 5-star Sting match like 3 weeks ago.
Sting is
one?
an entity.
War Games. War Games.
Yeah. No, not having that. That's like saying the Royal Rumbles was good because Ty Dillinger came out of 10 once.
No, that's not the same.
Yeah, he's just in the match.
Team Sting, who's the captain.
No, I'm just saying Sting's a bit overrated, isn't he?
No.
Just,
If anything, he's underrated because he spent too long in TNA.
and he also looks like an absolute clown in most matches.
Do you mean he looks like a clown? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's he dropping the belt for? Yeah.
Because I could suck it.
Yeah, but why?
Big Dave gave
Well,
it 1.5.
if he didn't do that, how would Dusty Rhodes know that he needed to suck it?
Exactly.
I mean, the Dust probably knew. The Dust is clever man. Why are you telling your bedroom habits with the Dust on? Yeah, we'll get to Sting.
They went back for years, didn't they? They were probably in the bunkhouse stampede together.
Yeah, do you know what as well Sting could do to make him look cool? Descend from the rafters and then just stare at people.
Oh, he did.
Medicine.
Stare at it while Randy Savage just talks to you. Was he helping there? It's the NWO. It's NWO versus NWO.
He couldn't decide who to attack, could he? He couldn't decide which faction he was going to.
Let's get there. Then.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Right? Let's make that decision before we go into the ring with 3 other people. You're hanging from the roof, pal.
One of them's fucking Brutus. Like.
Yeah, but there's no one's forcing him in the ring. He's in control of when he descends. He could have made that decision. He should have been all the way through that match thinking, right, I'm going to be on Team Savage. I'm going to be on Team Hogan. No, he just thinks, I'll just make it when I'm down there. What's the worst that can happen? You get pile driving, pal. That's the worst that can happen.
I love Mark, but because he's already been in the match, he's like, can I just descend from the ring for the main event, please? Like, but you've had your match. You've already walked out the entrance. It's like, yeah, but really cool about it. Like, just good already, can I?
I just think
Sting, every match.
Maybe it's just WCW. Sting always looks like a geek.
No, I mean he gets 10 all that, but that's just the perils of being a babyface.
Just always, he's a terrible heel. He's up there with the worst heels I've seen.
Yeah, he's not a very good heel, is it? But he's one of the best faces of all time, isn't he? It's Sting.
I don't know.
Reinvented himself several times.
Once. Reinvented himself once.
Oh, you feeling like Joker Sting?
Red Sting.
Literally.
Red Sting was that good?
Main event Mafia Sting. You forgot about all these things.
I didn't forget about it.
Hall of Fame
Block
Sting.
them from my mind. Should we go? Well, we'll do the final match.
So Big Dave gave that 1.5. Sorry.
Too much. 1.5, too many stars. This is the last match. This goes 15 minutes. This is a joke.
It's horseshit. This is fucking horseshit.
Well,
Lou, this is
there's nothing. There is nothing redeemable about this.
Yeah, it is.
Lou, this is the worst. One of the worst.
You talk out your ass. It's Hollywood Hogan against Randy Savage. It's in a cage match. It's for control of the NWO. Mm-hmm. Oh, Buffer, he's the announcer. You should have made Michael Buffer the NWO announcer. That would have made more sense. Savage comes out with Miss Elizabeth. There's obviously it's WCW, so there's a botch with the lights. Do you know what? The best bit about this match was Hogan at the minute shouting, "Who's the man, Matcher? Who's the man?" Hogan's dialogue. This full match was great.
Time.
Someone in the crowd shouts, "Hogan sucks." Hogan replies, "So does your mother."
See, banner.
Brilliant.
He then uses the belt. They leave the cage for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, why? Why does that happen?
They then just, we're outside the cage. It
wasn't well established, but obviously there was no. You couldn't win by escaping the cage. This was established on, aren't we?
They're outside fighting because no cage can hold them until they just let's get in the cage. Oh, before Sting though, there's a move from the top of the cage, which is one of the most devastating moves of all time.
Is that the axe handle?
The double axe handle.
Yeah, it was like 57.
To be fair, I'll give Macho Man his juice for that. That is good.
Yeah. Ross was hating on it.
Yeah, was it? No, it's a shit move.
Suck it, ass.
The move isn't great, but
who goes to the top to do a double axe handle?
Hogan, no, he went up to do the elbow drop. Hogan got up. He had to improvise.
Yeah. I was going to say the move itself isn't.
I thought he was escaping the cage at first. So I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, it was already left the cage and come back in.
I know, that's what I meant. That's why I was like, please don't let this for the finish.
Yeah.
Like, he was escaping the cage.
That would have been better.
I was watching this match thinking, right. I did say -3, but it was only -1.5, so it was better than I thought. But I was watching it thinking, I'm going to have to defend this because obviously it's WCW and that's what I do. That's my gimmick.
You can't defend that.
I think what I was going to say was I think it would have been a good Nitro main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finish one there.
No, even with the finish.
The finish was really, but we'll get to
No,
the
it's
finish. So Savage has done a double axe handle. He then goes to the top of the cage again. And then
how to do his elbow drop.
The Disciple comes out, aka the Booty Man.
Didn't even bring a pan.
aka Ed Leslie?
Brutus
the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
He comes out. So Savage thinks, fuck that then. I'll just climb back down. And then Sting comes down from the rafters. Did he have a standoff for about 2 hours? I think it was 2 hours long.
Yeah. Do you know what would have been better? If like Randy Savage was on top, Sting came down from the rafters, picked up Randy Savage,
and took him back.
I went back up.
A bit like
Moore.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had a lot of Simpsons thing. When Moore's the fan man and he picks up Moore.
What annoys me about Sting descending from the rafters as well, he just gets stuck.
Yeah, and it's already been out the entrance tunnel, so it's already been established in kayfabe that he's using the same dressing room as everyone else.
Yeah, but also, Sting's got no business being out there.
Yeah, he's just sick of the NWO.
So what? So he's sick of the NWO? So
he's not looking out for Sting. He's looking out for WCW.
Yeah, so just let the NWO implode.
No, because they might get more powerful.
I don't think they will.
You don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyhow because now it happens. Sting gets out
he
there.
was looking out for WCW and he thought we can't have a main event with Brutus the fucking Power Beefcake involved. I've got to do something.
Well, do you know what then? He shouldn't have been pissing about in the roof. He should have been backstage and held on to him.
Well, no, he was coming on for the rafters because the NWO were waiting at the entrance because they thought Sting might appear. But luckily, he'd sidestepped them. Got up in the rafters.
Stupid. It's just so stupid.
Clever thinking from Sting.
So after the standoff that went as long as the pay-per-view, Savage attacks Sting, hits him with a pile driver. He then spits at Hogan and walks off. Hogan says, "Mate, come on, pal, you're NWO, you work for me," despite what the match was about.
He didn't win it, did he?
Well, no, he didn't win it. It just ended no contest.
Yeah, man, it's like, this is stupid.
Look,
what are we fighting for?
Exactly. What are they fighting for? NWO for life. I don't like it. I don't like non-finishes anyhow. This was just horrendous.
There's a non-finisher, and then there's this bollocks.
Depends if the non-finisher's got a good story behind it.
It just didn't. You can't defend this. Say it was shit. Say it was shit.
I wasn't sure. It was.
What was good about it? Name one thing that was good.
Well, built the storyline and tension in NWO, didn't it?
Well, so
I'm pretty sure they both ended up in black and white. These two, didn't they?
Yeah, there was already tension beforehand.
Did they? Or did they end up?
And then they had this cage match on a pay-per-view to build tension. Did they? That they already had beforehand.
Yeah. Well, you got to okay, this is the real tension now. This is the real.
So what was the tension? Why were they having a cage match?
Because there's a bit
traditionally one of the most brutal matches because there's tension in the NWO. So you're saying they have a cage match because of the tension to build some more tension?
Yeah, got to build a storyline.
Talking out your ass.
Add the little wrinkles into the storyline.
Wrinkles.
Who did they join?
Terry Peters. Tell him that is wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Thank you, Terry Peters. You're just no defending this.
Okay, no, he joined the Wolfpack. So it makes sense.
It didn't make
the whole story makes sense.
It's horseshit.
Yeah,
it is horseshit.
The whole thing's horseshit.
So bad. It's so bad.
No, if this was the main event on Nitro, I'd have been loving it.
It's not though, is it? It's not the main event on Nitro.
As we know, Big Data gave this -1.5.
No one cares what pay-per-views. It's all on Nitro.
It's not about that. It's crap. Yeah, just admit it's crap. Say it's bad. Say it's bad.
Can't do it.
But you talk about your ass.
No, but...
Just made everyone look stupid. It made your top babyface Sting look stupid.
Why did everything look stupid? He was valiant.
Because he descended into a ring with 3 other people and then got beat up.
Yeah, he got down there. Didn't he? How do you know he meant to descend? He could have just been up there, hanging around, shouts in just for safety. All of a sudden he slips and he's on the way down to the ring and he's like, oh, fucking hell. It's the main event. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm down here. I've got my bat with me. Let's do something.
To quote John Cena, though, Sting, to do something.
Yeah. No, what would have been better, right? Is he descended, and every time he went to attack him, he just rose up a little bit.
Wait, mate, if he didn't want to be
And
down
then he
there,
went down again. And they were like, yeah, let's get him. And then he just kind of popped up again. It was just like a little bouncy thing.
if he didn't want to be down there, right, when he finally got unhooked, so he just leave through the door that was open.
He just didn't know what to do. He was going to be attacked by 3 men, wasn't
Yeah, exactly. So leave.
No.
Don't stand there while Macho Man.
He was trying to break up the NWO, stick him.
Yes. The NWO was already
He's the defender.
NWO was doing a pretty good job of breaking up itself.
He's the defender of WCW. You can't have a main event with 2 NWO guys.
He just made Sting look stupid.
Nah. He explained it the next day on Nitro. That made sense.
What was the explanation?
Just what I said.
Was it though?
Yeah.
Terry Peters, do you disagree?
Yes.
Oh, it was horrendous. No content. It just so the 2 big matches were just horseshit.
Rubbish.
Yeah, that's all right, wasn't it?
No, there wasn't. You can't.
Good storytelling.
There was no.
I'm sorry, there weren't enough like flips and like
No,
submission moves here. That's just some good old-fashioned psychology and storytelling.
a
it.
move would have been nice between these 2.
I didn't need it.
You didn't get axe handle smash there.
Didn't need a move.
It was. You can't even defend this. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't look yourself in the mirror and defend this.
So what are we giving it then?
Go on, Peters. You always go first. What are you giving the full show?
3.
3.
Outrageous.
I slightly enjoyed this, but that finish has just pissed me off. So 5.
Lou?
7.
Fuck off.
Oh,
You're full of shit. You're full of
It was
shit.
a good pay-per-view.
It was not.
WCW was the best.
It was a good pay per view.
There we go.
There was half the matches were decent. There was a very good match. 2 very good matches.
Yeah, good like technical wrestling for all you kind of, your IWC guys, you two. And then for me, you just like wants a good story on TV.
There was no story.
Main
What's the story in the main event?
event's up there for me.
What is the story in the main event?
It's all day.
That could have been done with a promo on
The thing
Nitro.
was annoyed. He was sick of it. He was like, I'm sick of you NWO guys main event in my WCW pay-per-views. Got to come down and beat you up.
We didn't know, did he? Or did that work out for him?
It didn't work out for him, but that's what his intention
This is
was.
Sting. Oh, I'm sick of you guys. I'm going to come down from the rafters and just look at you.
Yeah, because they were like frozen in fears. Oh, shit, it's Sting.
They could have done that from the top, couldn't they?
Hogan's just lost to him twice.
No, it was our shit.
No,
It was our shit.
it wasn't. It was good.
What may be our shit is next week's show. That was uncensored and it was crap. I preferred 96.
You just give it 5, so it can't be that crap.
Yeah,
Well,
five's
yeah,
low.
Uncensored 96 was one of the best pay-per-views of all time. I think we've established that. One of the
But
greatest.
why
main events
can't
in
Hogan
history.
and Savage work in a cage? Why do they have to do daft things?
So what are we doing next week?
You're gonna get your psychology in there, aren't you?
There's no psychology though.
Psychology is the feud. They go back a long way. There's a lot of history.
Ugh. Horrendous. It was bad. It was awful. Next week though will hopefully be good because what we're doing for our 1 year special, we've made it to episode 52. Is we're gonna rank every pay-per-view
Oh, God.
we have done so far,
Yes.
including the 3 bonus episodes.
Okay.
I think there'll be about 50 because I'm guessing they're going to do the episodes of Nitro and
I guess we can't
TNA.
do the career of William Regal, can we? And
No.
TNA was a pay-per-view. We can do that.
No, but we've also done a bonus episode. The
Oh,
best
yeah.
of it.
Activity,
The
yeah.
best of
No,
the
do you know?
TNA
Let's
parts.
stick them in. Stick them in. Stick everything
Yeah,
in.
we'll also stick in the career of Regal and Batista and Mick Foley, see if they're better than
Alright.
pay-per-view.
That's
We'll
gonna
just
be
rank,
difficult.
we'll rank them all.
Just do it.
See what, and the Christmas special, should we check that in there?
Yeah, it's classic. 5 stars.
But John is that it'll be something different. There'll be, if you like the arguing, there's going to be a lot because Lou's wrong about everything. Tay Peters only likes WWF 1992.
Yeah, that's very true. We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
That is your favourite era of wrestling for some
We'll find
strange
out in a
reason.
couple of weeks.
Literally every week we're deciding what shows we're going to watch. Tay Peters goes, what about this one from 1992?
We never cover it.
His favourite match ever with the head shrinkers.
And
Then you get
you
Go Beware and Owen Hart.
high energy,
both,
I think you'll
you
find.
both get a great main event, and you're showing it, so you get what you deserve. Don't you?
It's not a great main event. It was harsh shit. So that's the year special. That's going to be next week. That'll probably be about 5 hours. Like, might even run into a 2-part. But the week after that, we're doing WrestleMania X7. Do we call it X7 or is it 17?
It's pronounced X7, I believe.
That's annoying. That then.
It is annoying. I don't know why you did it. Like, no one really thinks of like how ridiculous it is, really, do they?
No.
When you think about it. X7.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
What's it mean?
That's 99, isn't it? That's 99. So that's like a year after this horse shit.
No, it's 2001.
It's 2001.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
It was the week after WCW closed.
Yeah.
I thought it was the year.
Rest in peace.
I thought that was. I was 18. That's Hogan Rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
18. Yeah.
McMahon in every corner is 16, which is 2000.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's 2001 then, so it should be sort of the glory days of WWF.
End of the Attitude Era.
End of the Attitude Era.
It is. We've got Rock Austin,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
which is also a disappointing finish. But the rest of the card will be good.
Well, some people call this the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. Lou, you've watched every single one right now. What's the greatest WrestleMania of all time?
It comes down to personal preference, really, doesn't it? For me, what do I like? 24, I like, but I think that's Marcus. I just kind of, I go into it. 32, we were there. 32 and 34, but I think watching them back, 32 especially.
Yeah, 32 is not good.
Doesn't stack up that well.
Wait, you didn't like Ryback vs. Kalisto?
I enjoyed it all, but just when you watch it back, it's a slog.
Yeah, it is.
I think my personal favorite year was probably 24. I think, but this one's got one of my all-time favorite matches on it. Just like obviously TLC 2.
Yeah, this has got really good matches.
It's got
really
Joe Elsa Scott, which is underrated. The gimmick battle royal.
Oh god! Right.
Is that the one with not Dude Love, Brother Love?
Yep, you got Brains back in commentary for the first time in like 10 years.
Good
in WWF.
stuff. Good stuff.
With me and Gene, friend of the show.
It is the start of WrestleMania season. We'll be doing a lot. We're going to do the live ones as well. Should we do that? Well,
yeah, God, WrestleMania weekend. Have you seen it?
It's horrendous, isn't it?
Jesus, it's like a full week.
Why is NXT 2 nights?
We'll figure out a way of doing it.
Do you know what happening?
We'll probably have to skip NXT, I guess, won't we? But I mean, we'll watch
We'll
it, but the podcast wise, we'll have to skip it. I think.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll see what we can do. But you'll be able to join us on Twitch, where we'll be playing all these cards. You're going to have fun, aren't you, on the WrestleMania weekend?
WrestleMania weekend, we're doing something big, so I don't know when we're going to do it yet, because we need to just get everyone's availability, get the biggest audience possible. But Wrestling Around Mania is happening. WrestleMania weekend. Right, Terry, Randy, happening. Ross and Gangrel t-shirt and a pole match.
No, Frank Angle's my tag team partner.
It's happening. Nah, because she's pissed him off now. Tag team a pole.
Because I didn't want to fang and bang.
Well, he's just sick of it, isn't he? Because he keeps like emailing in every week saying, "Have you got that t-shirt? What?" Because I'd really love seeing that, and you just refusing to show him it.
Yeah.
So
I forgot that. Yeah, but we'll do it WrestleMania Mania. We'll do a full card wrestling. Right? Are you going to pick good matches? There's a Rumble, obviously.
It's just going to be banner in it, so I don't know what I'm going to do really yet.
But find out and tune in. Wednesdays at 7:30.
I've got a gobbledygook car. So
nice.
Getting Battle Royals happening for sure.
Yeah, that'll be happening. But speaking of Twitch, Terry Peters, where can we find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Bell Nation and Bell Nation on the YouTubes, Bell Nation on Twitter, and at TesFishPod, which never gets used, so I'm going to stop using it.
You said that for like the past 5 weeks.
I don't care.
You all right, Peters? Are you all right?
Yes.
Is it because you've moved in? You thought you was buying a house, but you've only bought a blue corner,
a blue cube.
Well, we don't know it's got other walls. We can only see
That's
two
true.
walls.
2 walls.
Imagine if you turned it round, it was just outside.
There's a bush out there.
Lou, where can we find you?
You can find me out there, Malcolm, on Twitter and Instagram. But more importantly, you can find me at Wrestle Around. Well, you can find all of us at Wrestle Around.
Go on. No, come on. I'll let you do it this week. You're going to do that. You're going to do it.
Follow us all. WrestleRound on WrestleRound on YouTube, or WrestleRound on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And of course, you can find us on Twitch every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. and every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. For classic WWE pay-per-view cards on 2K19. Those times are GMT/BST when it changes, obviously.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at DRossM. I guess that's everything then.
Yeah, do it for
thank you, you two guys, for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody listening, and thank you everyone for listening. So we've got some 1 year special where you can join us next week, where we'll just literally spend 2 hours shouting at each other.
Yeah, and before we go, big thank you to Kevin Nash, being a legend of the business.
Kevin Nash, lovely fella, ruined the business.